Welcome to TPK Roleplay, and welcome to the Harpers. Tonight, we continue our series of rotating one-shots, wherein our brave band of adventurers continue their work with the Harper faction to investigate mysteries within the realm. Our Season 2 is now wrapped, so tonight will be a very festive, spooky one-shot, Murder at Moonveil Manor. I am Lukalok, and I will be your dungeon master this evening. Players, probably starting with Ekaj, do you want to go around and introduce yourselves?
Hello, folks. I am Ekaj the Orc here. Tonight, I will be playing the Hexblood Druid, Agnes Goody.
Howdy, partners. I'm Purple Phil. I will be playing Sir Arthak Iceworn. He's a Goliath and a knight. That's why he has Sir in front of his name. And I'll hand it off to Dirk.
Hello everyone, I am Turk. I'll be playing Wanderlust, a reborn monk. I'll throw it over to Sarah.
Hello, I'm Osiris Franco, and tonight I'm playing Swish, the Kenku Rogue.
Hello, I'm Tony. I'll be playing Procta, the Leonin Wild Magic Sorcerer. Pass it to Corndog.
It's me, it's Corndog McGraw, and I am playing Heather, the half-elf, half-drow, I guess, warlock.
Okay. We are, let's see. You are in the city of Everhast. With this incredibly loud music. Hold on just a sec. You walk over the cobblestone streets of this bustling city. Following the hastily scribbled map in your hands, stepping past the large collections of market stalls, vendors, and tradesmen, you exit the beautiful, vibrant city of Everhast through one of its many archways, the cobblestones giving way to natural dirt roads that meander across the green countryside. Looking out over the hills, you can see many fields full of livestock grazing away happily amongst the wildflowers that border the forest. Along your way, you notice the crowds thinning until finally you are left alone with these strangers that walk beside you, following their own maps until you all realize you're seemingly headed towards the same destination. There's a glimmer of recognition as you recognize that these are fellow Harpers you may have come across here on a job or two. And you continue walking until you get to a wrought iron gate, open and leaning against two large gnarled oak trees grown through the railings. A few awkward moments pass as you all exchange glances before an excitable shout rings down the lane. Welcome. So glad you all could make it, albeit a little late, but that's understandable, given my terrible directions. A tall, elderly, high elf greets you, gesturing to you all further up the lane towards the grand manor sitting within the trees. The air, thick with musk and lavender, hits you as you all step onto the wooden floors in the reception.
Is there
Without
like
a-
a valet? Oh, I'm sorry.
No, yeah, you want a valet?
Yeah, I would like a valet, as I brought my elephant that has my carriage, because I had enough money for that.
Yes,
Because
if you
who
ask...
wouldn't want to take an elephant-drawn carriage?
If you ask Lord Berkestaff, he can, of course, someone will come running up and he will direct it off towards the stables.
Awesome.
And he will usher you quickly up and into the manor into a quiet sitting room. Books lining a few of the walls and multiple armchairs, sofas, and general seating scattered oddly around the room. Sitting in one of the armchairs closest to the fire, you see a human woman. You see a human woman glance up at you before going back to her notes. Whilst an older-looking noblewoman scoffs at your late entry from across the room. Lounging back on one of the sofas, you see two elderly gentlemen laughing together, much to the disgust of the haughty noblewoman picking through the books behind them. Opposite, you see a meek but smiling young tiefling woman, perched on the edge of another armchair, clearly invested in whatever conversation had brought the gentleman to laughter. The high elf smiles as he ushers you all forward. As you take your respective seats around the room, you hear the old man clear his throat. Spreading his arms out wide, he nods to all of you in appreciation. Well, now that the rest of our guests have arrived, I suppose I should introduce myself formally. My name is Lord Berkestaff, and welcome to Moonveil Manor.
Well, Donkashane.
Yes, hello.
Major Domo, Bean, please do the honors of introducing myself.
The small creature will step forward. And which one is Bean?
The different one.
Uh-huh. The
Yep.
small creature will step forward. And just with his long elephant-like nose, kind of lifted up in a small trumpet, and then, the Honorable Sir Arthur is here. Is that right? Yes.
Greetings, nice to meet you, Lord.
And you all will see a small Kilmuli hanging around the knight here. And Purple, would you go ahead and describe your knight?
Yeah, so Sir Arthak is a Goliath, so he's like 8 feet tall, very nicely dressed, no armor. He's dressed for a dinner party. He's got a lot of dark blues and purples and blacks, kind of like a little suit, kind of like regal form, very noble, like just dressed, kind of all the way down. He's followed by 3 small creatures with dark gray skin, both as we had already been introduced to, Bean, Kilmulis. There is also 2 boggles that are his squires, Bogus and Bunce.
Yes. Is anyone else introducing themselves?
I suppose I could. Agnes Goody, it's a pleasure to be here. I'm just so pleased as punch to be around such young members of the Harpers. It does this old heart good to see. And Agnes is a small elderly woman hunched over, leaning on a staff, and just kind of in simple brown earthy tone robes, gray hair, purple eyes, irises, and just looking like she's in her 70s easily, but spry still and even sprier of mind.
All right. Anyone else?
Holding her hat. Hi, I'm Heather, and there's like visible movement within our hat because Heather is a warlock who has also brought a friend, not some friends, to the party. She brought a lovely closet, but it stays inside of her hat most of the time. They're kind of scaly green, tiny demons.
Okay. After you three stand up and introduce yourselves, the human noblewoman, clearly of the upper classes, will stand, and she seems very ill-tempered. And she will stand just kind of sniffing at all of you and introduce herself as Lady Silverhall, and looking very much down her nose at all of you. She will insist that she was invited at the goodwill of Lord Berkestaff, to which he does not seem as in agreement that her invitation was really from him, and you get the sense that she sort of just is here. Not to be outdone, another noblewoman will stand up. She's very tight-lipped. And she looks around the room, taking in all of you with very harsh stares, writing in her little notebook. And she will introduce herself as Harriet Lockwell. Are any of the rest of you introducing yourselves?
Greetings, my ladies.
I think watching the other Harpers, Swish will come up behind and stand next to the knight and look. And if they notice Swish, Swish will get really nervous. Greetings, my ladies.
I believe that is a Kenku here at the party.
At the party.
Lord Berkestaff, what colorful attendees you have at this party.
Please just punch.
Lady Silverhall will say very disdainfully. One of the elderly brothers will stand up and just kind of and then sit back down. At which point, his other brother, or the old man up across from him, clearly his brother, just from how he looks, will also stand up and just and then sit back down.
What the fuck?
Chat cannot see my artwork, but it's very good.
Oh,
He's got a smile that brightens
she
the
took
room.
the picture and literally took it in
Good, the
paint
same
and just drew a
picture.
smiley on it. So
They're two very different brothers.
I just assumed you would take it and just flip it, but
Nope.
no, you just shoot.
All right. Is anyone else introducing themselves?
Look over at Proctor. Sorry, do you want to go for it? Are you waiting? Do I have to do it?
He'll just kind of like lean over, like hands behind his back, like, no, go ahead. I'm enjoying this whole thing they got going.
All right. Okay, I've been practicing, so pay attention. Sorry, friends. I'm Wanderlust. It's just what I came up with. So, pleasure to be here. Feel excited. I'm gonna sit down. This is one intimidating crowd. Just goes right back into his seat. Kind of
Okay.
the thumbs up to Proctor.
Tony, is Procta introducing themselves next, or are they waiting for the next two?
I'll go last. This is
Okay.
this is entirely entertaining to him.
The next person that kind of stands up, he will stand up and actually go fumbling the glass in his hand and kind of awkwardly catch it at the last second. and just kind of tip his hat and, that was close. And he will introduce himself as Detective Rhubarb. He seems to be very amicable and seemingly bumbling kobold detective.
I love him.
From outside Everhast. But he's here at one of these parties. Finally got the invite. And then kind of standing up awkwardly, shyly. A small odd gnome with bright custard yellow hair and a perpetually slightly lost look in his eyes. He will stand up kind of behind Detective Rhubarb and introduce himself as Constable Custard.
This is great.
Hello.
This is
Procta.
great.
The rest of the guests kind of begin to look over at you as you have not introduced yourself yet.
And I'll just like go like, "Hello, I'm Procta." And like as he finishes bringing the hand over, it falls off as I cast remove hand, and it just like kind of like, "Oh, no, shit."
There will be a
Just go
few
and grab it.
exclaims of horror and shock and surprise from some of the guests.
Little buggers like to fall off now and then. It's fine. Don't worry
However,
about
the Fairbrand brothers will absolutely begin just chuckling and laughing, slapping their knees, and just kind of in the corner. What is everyone doing?
Well, my lord, I will say you have gathered quite an interesting group of guests to your party tonight, as well as a few uninteresting ones, but that's all right.
Yes. I do love throwing these sort of celebratory dinners. I had heard of your works with the Harpers organization. Very, very esteemed sorts of stuff. I always like to have very interesting dinner guests, you know. But if you will excuse me, dinner will be shortly. You are welcome to see about. Your rooms are upstairs, and you are welcome about the manor, of course. I must, of course, see to dinner, if you'll excuse me.
We're gonna
Boggle,
be here all
bounce,
night.
my things.
I wasn't told about staying the night.
And they're gonna start pushing each other over who has to pick up your suitcases. At which point there will be kind of one of those swirling dust clouds of just boggles fighting over who has to carry the luggage before finally one and the other one will grab the luggage and up the stairs.
I feel like I might have packed a little light for this adventure.
Where are you keeping it?
Oh, what I have on is all I need, dearie.
Ain't that the truth? As
Keep
Proctor's
light
just
on.
in pants and a scarf.
You're keeping light on you, though?
Are you not?
I think I dropped mine.
Harriet Lockwell will come over. I'm sorry. Mrs. Cuddy, was it? Have you come far? Have you come far, Mrs. Cuddy? She'll go as if she's gonna, and then go sit down. Lady Silverhall will just sit there, staring at all of you with a very polite, rigid smile in place. Clearly, thinking not the greatest thoughts about all of you, but politely keeping them to herself.
Lady, how do you know the Lord, if I may so ask? The hat just turns my voice southern every time. There's no choice.
Fine. You are a cowboy, Goliath, with Boggle and Kilmula's attendants that listens to jazz. It's a whole thing. It's fine.
Yeah, it fits.
Lady Silverhall will sniff and look kind of at Harriet Longwell and just, well, despite certain attendees, Lord Berkestaff's parties are quite the to-do. It is quite a thing to be invited. Of course, I was invited. And,
Of course.
Very, very esteemed. Just coming to attend one of these parties. And her and Harriet will exchange kind of a dirty glance between themselves. And how did you happen to come across an invitation? And
From
she will
me?
kind of look down at your attendants.
Look down at me? Oh,
No,
my
at
attendants.
your
Oh, my
attendants.
attendants. Okay. Different type of attendance is what I heard, which makes way
Yeah,
more sense now.
Your squires.
Yes. Oh, well, I am a knight. So, naturally, as being of noble lineage, I'm brought here and done some good deeds in the city, and I seem to have gone noticed by the right people.
Knight? Well, of course, yes. That makes so much sense. Despite things, yes. And the rest of you.
Oh, well, last time I was at a locale of where we meet, there was a scroll inviting me to come to dinner, and I never pass up an opportunity for free food.
I was invited.
I was told it'd be rude not to attend. Also, more people. It's good. Jogs the head.
Yeah, you dear, she says, pointing to Heather. How did you arrive? You must have received an invitation.
Yes.
Where do you
and-
hail from?
Well, a bit of all over, I suppose, at this point. And I arrived by broom. There was an invitation. Yeah.
By broom.
Yes.
Yes, what a fun way to travel. And she will just kind of trail off. At which point, Harriet Lonkwell, looking very smug at her loss of words. Broom sounds very interesting. Very dangerous, adventurous, even. You must be the talk of your local town. Do young people just ask for rides and things of that nature? Do you bother with that at all, or is it all just magic and casting spells?
I don't typically bother with people.
Well, of course not. Of course not. And the rest of you. Do you know Lord Berkestaff?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, I meant to ask
Maybe.
him
Now
at some point.
that's quite an answer.
Yeah, it's real fun not remembering anything.
Oh,
New faces. You're
quite
all,
interesting.
it's-
Bit
When
of
did that start?
amnesia deal.
Is that a side effect of dying?
Usually.
Yeah, so that'd be it then.
Oh. Recently dead. I suppose recently not dead would be the proper question.
I couldn't really tell you a time frame. I mean, look, I woke up, someone's, motioned at this tattoo on my arm and said, like, hey, I know where that symbol goes. And next thing you know, you're punching some people and solving problems and helping people. And I felt pretty good. It felt like something I would do, so.
No. Yes. Oh, always a wonderful thing to wake up not dead and figure out your place in the world. I've been doing it for some 70-odd years now.
Oh,
At this point, the Fairbrand brothers, their conversation will kind of grow louder, though you're not really sure what they said, but they are bursting out laughing. And at the sound, you will hear the crash of a teacup on the ground, at which point the young tiefling woman towards the back of the room that has just been quietly keeping to herself will kind of look up, the red of her skin almost deepening in a blush, and just, I'll go find a broom.
No need. Bean, please, if you will. Bean.
And he's gonna magic out a little broom and a dustpan and sweep it up, and then just kind of, you'll see him kind of shake it out into nothing, and it'll disappear, but as if there is a trash can there.
Thank you.
And then the young tiefling woman will kind of like giggle at his antics and, thank you.
Of course, milady.
She will go to pour herself another cup of tea. I wonder when dinner will be. Do you think we should walk the... I think I should go see to my rooms. And she will just kind of stand up awkwardly and then, excuse me, and then walk out. At which point, Harriet will be like, isn't that the waitress from the local tavern? Is she working this dinner? I don't understand why she is here.
No, you gotta appreciate the spirit of the young, working jobs, helping those who need the help, I suppose, and earning an honest living. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Oh, no, of course not, Lady Silverhall will butt in. Though, of course, Harriet recognizes her from sneaking out of her husband's rooms last week. Isn't that right, Harriet? At which point, Harriet will just go very cold and silent. What fanciful ideas do you have, Lady Silverhall? You shouldn't listen to every rumor you hear. I certainly do not listen to the rumors I hear about your household. And then, sip her tea.
What are those rumors that you haven't heard?
This is getting good. Just kind of stand back, leaning against the wall.
A true lady doesn't tell. If you will excuse me, and she will set down her teacup. I must see to my luggage before dinner is served. And she will leave the room, leaving Lady Silverhall just sitting there, grinning to herself
good
at her victory.
Is this what parties are normally like? Everyone's just trying to hurt each other's feelings.
No, usually I've found they're usually filled with nice people, but we're in the presence of the aristocratic, so those are hard to find, my dear.
I'm totally gonna go steal her seat because that's probably one of the comfy chairs, and I'll be damned if I'm gonna go get no comfy chair.
I clearly have not been to the same parties you have, Agnes.
She seemed very impressed with your, fancy title, so it's probably go to the same parties.
For some reason, I think not, but it's possible.
Oh, I'm sure we've been to a few, sir. The Fairbrand brothers will again join you in this laughter. At which point, I'm going to ask you guys, are you waiting here until dinner, or are you retiring to your rooms? And what would you like to do?
Swish is gonna, seeing that everybody's just standing around talking,
I just had deja vu.
is gonna try and find her room, but not necessarily like retire, like kind of spend some time slinking through the halls of the mansion. Just her little like cloaked form slinking along so she can get kind of an idea of the layout here.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty standard manor. There's the master bedroom that you can kind of like peep out if you're just like slinking around the mansion. No one's really trying to stop you or hide any areas. There's like the master bedroom that you can see very clearly. There's guest bedrooms for each guest, as well as like a few empty spare ones that there doesn't seem to be any luggage in, and they don't seem to be prepped for anyone to stay in. There's the library, and then the kitchens, and then like, you know, like a little pantry out the kitchens. And there's like an armory and a trophy room, and then like a wine cellar, dining room, attic, open big reception room, just kind of all the standard types of manor rooms.
Yeah, that's Swish would just find her room, maybe look around at it. All I need, dearie. And then turn back and try to go back to the group after some time.
Mm-hmm.
I think Agnes will be kind of just making some time in the trophy room and just staring at all the various trophies and animals that have been taxidermied in there, and just kind of eyeing each one like, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think Sir Arthak is probably going to be trying to make as a knight, trying to keep up his presence, making himself known, going around people. But he will, like, if people are going off into other rooms, like as like a kind of like look at thing, he'll like join them and talk with them. So I think specifically Agnes like going off into the trophy room is totally something where he would follow and like try and like read into the trophies and figure out what they are or whatever, if there are any taxidermy beasts. Like,
if you do that, after a minute or so of just silence, Agnes picks up a conversation with one of the trophies. Like, well, I hope you've had a good life. You ended up here, so hopefully it was a long one and not a short one.
At which point the trophy will actually kind of tip out his cigar and ash it. And it is in fact Detective Rhubarb, who had just been standing there still. He's like, I guess I ended up here. You know, it's been a good life, you know.
Good life? Good.
No real big cases lately, though. But, you know, it's gonna be a swell party, I think. Ain't that right, Custard? And the little gnome will...
What was your last case, if you don't mind me asking, Detective?
Some Ettins up the road were attacking, near the town. It was a simple case of, some boundary issues that we had to work out, but everything's worked out now. Simple stuff.
I find that most conflicts are usually the result of miscommunication, so I completely understand where that's coming from.
Yeah.
Sounds like a very head-to-head conflict.
Yeah.
The two heads, I get it. That's a good one.
That's a clever joke. I, of course, absolutely knew what you meant by it, too. Ain't that right, Custard? Oh, yes.
I'm sure you heard it before.
So the two of you are a duo, you're partners?
Oh, yeah. Custard helps me out with most of my cases. I mean, he seems a little lost looking, but he's good in a pinch.
No.
He's always had my back.
Well, speaking of Pincher, the most adorable detective I've seen, and I reach out and I squeeze his cheek.
He will very good-naturedly, like, thank you, ma'am. And then he will just kind of put his cigar back in his mouth and, all right, Custer, let's go see if we can maybe seek out some good seats for dinner.
So, have you been around this place long?
The moose head will stand impassively. not responding to you, as it is just mounted on the wall,
Yes.
staring eyes off into the distance. It seems lost in thought. And
Yes.
must not have heard you.
I understand completely, dear.
Is anyone else doing anything?
I am just chatting up the lady here, since I stole her friend's spot.
Lady Silverhall, yes. What are you saying to Lady Silverhall?
I'm just shooting the shit, giving her small talk.
Okay. She, judging off of your small talk, like what kind of small talk are you discussing
Oh, the
with her?
weather, you know, opinions on like different random topics, like what do you think about, you know, Mulmaster moving on to like, so what are your opinions about, oh, you know, the type of grass out in the yard, and just weird, makes no goddamn sense topics.
Yes, it is, well trimmed, well manicured, quite a lovely manor. Oh. Hold on. We got some musical chairs happening
Whoa.
with the windows.
Sorry.
Oh no! Everybody hold on for a second.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Round and round it goes.
It's just a step to the left.
Yeah, except that it's not that easy in Zoom. Okay, hold on. Right here. I did it. Okay.
And I of course will end it with can I offer you an egg in these trying times as I cast egg? And I want to know what it does.
And
So
how
we're
are
gonna
you
find-
handing this egg to her?
So it's gonna just be like, don't ask questions, egg out of pocket. But let's see what it do. Yes. So my one egg turns into 4 eggs that just poop. Like, oh, would you like one?
No. Wouldn't want to spoil my appetite.
Well,
I'm
think
sorry,
of 'em as
where
an
did you
appetizer.
say you were from? Somewhere in the desert or
Oh, I did.
east somewhere? No? Oh. Clearly, possibly some other plane.
Oh, possibly. Who knows? I know, but who knows?
Right. Okay.
And I will just straight up pop one of those eggs, and it's just like, to a lot of people it might sound really bad because it is still a raw egg, shell and all. Awful thoughts.
If you will excuse me.
This time.
Yeah. Pardon me, Pruka. And she will get up and leave the room. At which point, the Fairbrand brothers are delighted in your antics, laughing quite a bit to themselves.
Egg?
One of them will reach forward and just kind of pop it in his mouth, and the yolk will spurt out, and bits of shell go down his chin and get stuck in his beard.
These guys are great.
What are the rest of you doing?
I think Wanderlust would have probably gone into the library. Has some theories he wants to test. That seems like a good place to do them.
Okay. What are your what theories?
He wants to know if he liked reading. He's kind of just pulling books off the shelf. If he doesn't recognize the language, all the better. He's just kind of look at them and try.
You
and
will
make
see
sense.
Harriet Lockwell is actually in there. She is sitting there writing in her notebook. And when you come in, she'll just close it. Hello.
Oh, hello. Harriet.
Also a fan of books?
I'm figuring that out, actually. Just kind of checking some things. A lot to piece together about what I was doing.
Do you read much?
Well, I've read a few things thus far. I figure by the time I get around the room, I'll have read a bunch.
Of course. And she will just look down. Pardon me. And she'll just continue writing in her notebook, trying her best to politely ignore your existence.
Is there a reason you're trying to sneak around from your husband? You two play a game? Like hide and seek?
I'm sorry, what?
No, you mentioned you sneak out of your husband's house. I mean, is he mean to you? Is he... Are you just playing a game?
Huh. I don't sneak out anywhere. Lady Silverhall was merely suggesting that, that waitress had been seen sneaking out from my house, though of course she must have been mistaken, or whoever informed her of this was.
Oh. Alright. Well, that'd be an odd place for a waitress to be. Unless she works for you, that is.
Yes.
But she doesn't. So that makes sense.
No.
No, it's... So, I mean, why would she lie about that? I mean, you're both...
I am
You're both
sure Lady
ladies.
Silverhall just misheard.
That happens. I mean, can't really be blamed for mishearing things sometimes.
Mhm.
So, she hasn't ever really been in your house?
Who? The waitress? The tiefling?
Yeah.
I'm sure she hasn't. There would be no need for her to be there. She works at the local tavern, and I'm sure has never been to my home.
How do you know her then?
I just recognize her from the local tavern.
Do you go there often?
Every once in a while, sure. I've been known to visit there.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, sometimes, I mean, I've been told by some people that they all, fancy folk get stuck up in their houses. Don't often come down to the city. No, it's good. It's good you're there. I mean, checking in on people, recognizing her. I mean, what do you think she's doing here then?
I couldn't tell you. Perhaps she is working the party, helping Lord Berkestaff serve dinner.
I figure she'd be in the kitchen for that sort of thing, though. And not checking
Perhaps
into
she
her
was
room.
just there making sure we didn't need more tea.
Well, you figured she'd ask that, then, right? She seemed a little quiet, though. Maybe you're right. It's just bugging me.
I guess you would have to ask her. If you will pardon me, I'm going to get back to my writing.
Sounds like a good thing. I'm gonna go see if I'm an asking people person.
And she
Thank
will
you.
just kind of glance up at you a little disapprovingly and then go back to her writing.
And he's gonna get up and, like, distance-wise, as she pulls her nose up, he's gonna be, like, very few inches from her face in his big frame. Hi, sorry, you don't happen to recognize me, do you?
No, I do not.
Worth a shot. Thank you, though.
Of course.
I'll be off. And, yeah, he'll start leaving the room.
All right. Heather, what are you up to?
Heather, hoping that this was a truly fancy person's house, immediately went to track down the wine cellar to find a top shelf bottle of rosé
Absolutely.
to treat herself with, which, if she needs to, she would use Mage Hand to acquire anything on the top shelf to not trouble herself. And then she's going to find the two fanciest pieces of stemware, and she's going to hunt down Amy.
Ooh, okay. Yes. Amy O'Hare, the tiefling waitress. She is up in her room, kind of just sitting on the edge of the bed, dressed and seemingly ready for dinner. Oh, hi. I'm sorry. Is this your room?
No, No.
I thought it was mine, but I can move.
No, don't move.
Sorry.
Don't move for anyone. Take up space. It's okay. Just gonna give you some pointers. Those bitches ain't shit.
Oh.
You don't need to cower to them. I saw you tucking yourself away, dimming your light, and I'm not here for it. I'm here for celebrating your success, which is why I brought this. And then she'll hand over a piece of stemware and pour them both a glass of wine.
All right. Yeah, she will very nervously. Oh, thank you. Very nice of you. I don't even really know what I'm doing here, you know. I got the invitation, and I don't know. My friend told me to come, and she goes, I have no idea what I'm. And then I drop the cup, and can you believe it? And she will just kind of slowly open up to you the more rosé that she has.
Yes, this is all I want. I want to spend like the next 20 minutes and just blowing smoke up her ass, like trying to make her feel like a queen, because I'm sick of petty bitches talking shit. So, especially really fancy petty bitches. We're not here for that.
She's gonna say, you know, Harriet acts all sorts of rich. I totally saw her take a book off of the bookshelf in the library and put it in her bag.
No.
I know, right? I shouldn't say anything, but like,
they're supposed to be able to afford their own books. Why would you need to steal from your friend?
Right? I figured later I could just like go find it in her bag or something and just be like quoting it to her or something. But of course I would never do that. But I just thought it would be funny. I was just thinking about it to myself. But of course I would never do that.
You don't have to. Don't worry about it.
She acts like so rich. I couldn't believe it when I saw her. She thinks no one saw her, but I saw her.
It's amazing how they just like don't.
I didn't tell you any
exist.
of that though.
No, I don't. Mm-mm.
Oh, I just splashed my eye with some. This is very good rosé. I legit just splashed my eye with this.
I know. I saw your eye wince.
Energy drink in my eyeball.
Method acting.
See all the things.
I see through space and time. It is about at this point that you will hear a dinner bell. Lord Berkestaff will call you all to dinner. Of course, on the way down the stairs, Amy is actually going to accidentally knock over a vase, and it will go shattering to the ground, and she'll just kind of... Sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. And you can see that Lord Berkestaff is clearly very upset by this, but is maintaining his composure. Come to dinner. Don't worry about that. It will be taken care of. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. She will just kind of mumble apologies her entire way into the dining room, where you guys can all sit, where there is just mainly small talk. A enchanted little device kind of just turning in the air, playing some sort of gentle, very ignorable music in the background, as everyone kind of sits down to dinner. I assume you all are joining?
Yeah, I'll be polite and just take the scarf off. Just have like a big orange and red scarf, just stuff that right in the pocket. It bulges obnoxiously, barely fits.
Yeah, probably meeting up with Amy and Heather on the way down. It's probably best if we head to dinner. Then it's the bell thing. Bell means you go downstairs and do things. That's what I learned. I think there'll be a portal there for dinner.
A portal?
A what? A portal.
Sorry, the last place I was at, you ring the bell and they say some things and they push you through a portal and then you come back and is
Right, the to-do.
It was actually. Yeah, sorry. I was meaning to ask you some questions, but I think it'd be probably best we just did it at dinner.
Oh, okay. She's just gonna hiccup. I'm sorry about the face, and go in and take her seat.
Heather, is she okay?
No, she's drunk.
That's not good. And
It's
I understand.
fine. It's great. And Heather will scuttle her feet forward, not picking them up too high so she doesn't trip herself.
Are you drunk? Is that yes?
Heather just goes and sits down by Amy.
I'm so confused.
That's a yes.
Say yes. You're gonna go sit down any random spot.
Okay. As you all sit down to dinner, I am going to suggest we actually take a quick break right there, and then come back. Yes. Okay.
I'll just
Travel
sleep in the
heavy. You
elephant
travel
carriage.
in style. When you have an elephant that has armor and a carriage, yeah, fuck yeah. And we do this cold open because Luca's herself. How dare I?
Yeah, I
You
knew it
think
right
I wouldn't
away.
notice? I knew it was gonna
Quite
happen.
the to-do.
We knew.
Okay. Dinner passes in quiet, somewhat tense at times, chit-chat. And you guys are able to, you are shown up to your rooms where you are able to retire for the night. Take your rest. The beds are extremely comfortable. Wonderful down blankets, pillows, lush padding on top of the mattresses. The heavy weight of blankets, but without the over hot feeling. And you guys are able to go to bed, go to sleep if you would like. Is there anyone staying awake, or are you all tucking in for the night?
Would you, because I don't technically need to sleep, would you count kind of just like walking around my room and occasionally going out into the halls a low enough activity to kind of count?
Okay. Like a meditative state?
He just kind of has his hands behind his back, kind of just like pauses and like look at artwork and kind of like figure out if he likes it or not, and then go to the next one and just kind of stare at it for a while. This is not like a quick thing. It's going to take up 4 hours for him to go like down, just up and down probably the hallway that all our rooms have been assigned to.
Yeah. And as you all kind of retreat to your respective rooms, you hear creaks, groans, bangs from the manor. Naturally, with it being such a warm day and dropping so cold so quickly, it's not surprising that the building, as old as it is, would be settling down alongside yourselves. From downstairs, you hear a few footsteps, Turk. Most likely Lord Berkestaff making sure the doors are locked and the windows secure. Being this far out of the main city does make this place a good target for thieves, especially with the vast collection of eccentric items you remember seeing throughout the house. You all pull back the warm covers and climb into the soft, sinking beds, the mattresses stuffed with owlbear feathers and pillows fluffed to perfection. It doesn't take long before you drift into a deep, relaxed slumber. Until a crash from somewhere within the manor wakes you all with a start.
August, what'd you do? Oh, it wasn't you.
It wasn't me. It made me asleep.
I'm sorry. Let's figure out what it was, though.
All right. What is everyone doing as they wake to this crash?
Stop staring at this particular statue of armless woman contemplating who took her arms away. Why did they do that? Did she live a full life? But will like shake out of it, and like, oh, that's not a good sound, is it? Oh shit. And we'll start hurrying down.
Agnes will probably open the door just as you walk by, like, what was that?
I have no idea, but I'm about to go find out. Would you like to come with me?
I would love to. Let's go.
He'll kind of offer a shoulder for you and kind of like lean down.
I'll take your hand. Agnes is about 4 feet tall max, so.
Yeah, and he's 6'5", so yeah, we'll like be leaning down slightly and walking with you.
Then I'll just pat your hand, just like, good boy. Good boy.
Watch this step. Someone called it a doozy and Amy fell at her, but she was drunk, so.
No, don't touch the stuff myself.
As you all arrive downstairs, investigating the crash, is everyone getting up or are some people staying in
Oh,
bed?
hell no. I'm going to open the door, say, people are trying to sleep. It's midnight 30. Close my door and go back in.
All right.
I'm gonna walk down holding my little demon in my nightgown like it's a stuffed animal.
Mhm.
And it's going to just be raging about having been woken up.
Like an
I'm
angry
just going
little
to, like,
chihuahua.
Head it to soothe it. Yeah.
Yeah, Arthak is going to have already somehow just perfectly dressed in the same attire he has before. He will, at the thought that there might be danger, he will have his greatsword on him and traveling down, and he will tell Bogus, Bounce, and Bean to stay put in case there is danger. And don't cause trouble. I don't want to hear a second bang.
I'm gonna clean it up after everything you do it. You all go downstairs to discover in the library a panicked-looking Amy holding a dustpan and brush, trying to clean up yet another broken vase from the floor in the library, looking just, hi. What does everyone do?
What's the commotion, my dear?
I was just getting up to get a drink. I was very, very thirsty. Couldn't see where I was going. I knocked over the vase.
And do a perception check when we enter the room.
Yeah. Go
22.
ahead. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so perception check will show you that in this room, versus how you were last in here, show the bookshelf is at an odd angle, and a number of other, and a number of books, pulled out slightly. It seems that someone was messing with the bookshelf.
Did you bump into the bookshelf to knock over the vase, my dear?
Yes, the vase was up on top of the bookshelf.
I believe it.
I also join in on that insight check, please.
Yeah.
I got an 8.
Big same.
25.
Yeah, she is very clearly lying. You will notice that she's starting to do a little bit of flop sweat.
Mm-hmm. Her face is doing a thing. You're stressed about something. Like you're not saying everything.
Okay. Heather. I saw her put the book back, and I was just trying to climb. I was trying to climb up and see what it was.
Oh my gosh, did you find out what it was?
I did. But like,
What book?
I totally fell, and everything crashed, and now I've broken another vase, and he was so mad earlier.
Oh my gosh, they're rich. They can buy more vases. They don't even put anything in them. Just holds air. Ugh. Can't.
And she will like kind of set the brush and dustpan down and pull up a book. It's
Dear,
this
I'm
one.
sure there's no harm, no foul, and I'm gonna go over and cast mending on the vase.
No foul.
See?
Thank you.
Oh my.
Yeah, thank you so much. You're so sweet.
Ah,
And she's gonna hand Heather. It was this one.
Ooh, what is it?
She's like doing like weird, like note things or something. And it is The Beginner's Guide to Ciphers, a study in cryptography by Martin Duskville.
Oh my god, she doesn't know how to write ciphers.
yeah, you could always pick up a new hobby. She might be learning something new. I've been doing Sudokus for ages.
I'm a knight.
You are? Well, that's lovely, my dear. I'm glad we're learning a little bit more about you.
No, she's drunk.
Oh. I mean, she did knock over the vase. We don't really know what the full story was.
I mean, I'm not really drunk. I'm not really drunk anymore. Like I'm mostly like it's worn off. I'm just trying to get the book.
No, we're not judging, my dear. We're just, facts are facts and gravity is gravity, and that's just how the dice tumbles.
Is there anything
noise-
behind the bookshelf? If we go to the other side?
If you're looking around, you will see that there's nothing special about this bookshelf. Other than
There's no secret passageway behind it.
no.
Okay,
Oh.
good. That's what I needed to be sure on.
What a waste of money not
I'm
to
sad
have
now,
one
but-
of those kinds of bookshelves when you're rich.
They
That's the
spend all
other
their money
bookshelf
on
on the other wall.
vases.
Yeah, this is apparently a fucking vase factory or something.
Very interesting, adventurous, dangerous.
The rest of the guests obviously have been awoken from the sounds as well and will begin filtering in the library as the players are discussing the book. Lord Berkestaff will be among them, slightly out of breath, dressed in his nightgown. And then, Rhubarb and Custard are there. Rhubarb still with a cigar, but in a night shirt, a long night shirt and slippers. But he has clearly thrown his trench coat over that. What do we got here?
Midnight mishap, which I say we put behind us and maybe see if the kitchen has any cookies and warm milk to get us all back to sleep.
They don't
What say
even put
you?
anything in it. It just holds air.
The milk, dear, or the cookies? I'm sure if the cookie jar is empty, then yes, it would hold air. But ideally, there would be cookies. I say we find out.
Yeah, right. Custard, do you want to take a look at it? I could use some cookies. Oh, don't worry, I'll get you one. Down the kitchen. At which point, Amy will look up and where's Lady Silverhall and Harriet?
Possibly still sleeping. I almost didn't come down, but this nice young man asked me to join, and you never say no to a young man when he asks you to join him. I know what I said. Don't judge me.
Is that a rule?
Oh, it's a rule that I live by, my young man.
This is getting good.
Right? I know.
Lord Berkestaff will just simply I'm sure they're simply tired and didn't get woken by whatever noise that was. And he will look around for a broken thing, seeing Amy here. And then he will say, well, I am also going back to bed. Thank you. It is late. Good night.
Should we? You don't think we should let them know, just in case they're awake and maybe scared in their rooms?
Let
Be
them know
heavy
what?
sleepers?
Well, something happened. The sound is fine. There's nothing to be concerned about.
I would not want to wish that. I would not want to disturb their rest, of course. Especially over. There is a noise, and it is gone now. As
Would be the right
nothing
thing to do.
appears to be broken.
Would be a nightly thing to do, though. Wanderlust, to go and let them know that they're safe.
I will.
I think
leave
it's a
that to
just
you.
cause.
Good night, Hall.
Good night, Lord.
Do I have
Cookies, anyone?
to do it?
Go back to bed, dear? No, you can stay up if you wish. I am going to get some cookies and
Cookies.
warm milk. Yes, cookies!
Cookies.
Yes, cookies! Anybody else for cookies?
I'm gonna get
I'm
some
in.
cookies.
This one has the right idea. And I go
Rhubarb
up to the
will say,
kitchen.
Constable Custard is inspecting the bookshelf and the spilled books and peering over at the book, just kind of taking in note everything that is going on in that room. And then will nod to themselves and then kind of and go after Rhubarb towards the kitchen in search of cookies with you, Agnes. So, Agnes.
Sneaking out.
What was that, my dear?
Sneaking
Agnes,
out.
Sneaking out? I don't believe we're sneaking out. We can be seen
No, we're gonna
Would you-
get
would-
some cookies.
for cookies.
What did you say your name again was? Swish? Was that right? Custard, was that right? And Custard will pull out there.
What was your name, dear? I don't believe the gentleman and I caught that the first time.
Swish.
Swish. Swish. Lovely name.
Told you, Custard.
And
Alright,
Agnes
cookies?
will go look for cookies. Yes, let's get some cookies.
Yes. As you walk into the kitchen, you will see Harriet Lockwell sitting beneath the back door to the manor. And as you walk in, Rhubarb will take his cigar and light up one of the candles. Ah, Lockwell! Looking for some cookies. Oh. Custard. And he will motion Custard over, and as you kind of get a look, Agnes, you will see that Harriet Lockwell is sitting beneath the back door, covered in blood, eyes staring straight ahead, unmoving.
Well, dear Lord. Maybe we shouldn't be going back to bed quite so soon.
Recently dead?
Amy will follow you into the room.
It seems that way.
And lets out a scream, fleeing from the room. What is everyone else doing?
I'm going to aggressively ring the dinner bell, since I was following closely for cookies.
Okay. Lord Berkestaff will soon come rushing back into the room and just cover his mouth in horror, looking over the body, while Detective Rhubarb and Constable Custard start looking around. Mark this down, Custard. See this right here.
Can I go and Agnes do a medicine check on the body
Yes.
to see what the issue was?
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, let me get a look at this. You've seen one corpse, you've seen them all. It's a 20.
Yeah. There appears to be stabbing marks in her back with a large-sized knife. 3 times it looks like she was stabbed.
Gracious. Somebody was quite passionate in this. This was no mere accident. As I'm sure the great detective would notice himself.
Yeah. If you, excuse me. Just gonna, pardon me, and he's gonna actually reach out and kind of close her eyes, and then reach down and take out her notebook from still clutched in her hands.
Well,
Yes,
any last
indeed.
words?
Oh yeah, there's a bunch. I can't make out any of it though. It's all gobbledygook. Esther, you didn't make any heads or tails of this? No. All right. Well, we'll have to send it off. I don't know what that says.
Where exactly?
Well, I mean, I expect in the morning we'll send it off to the station. See if someone there can figure it out.
The station.
Yeah, in town.
Okay. Well, in the meantime...
It's a small little place. No one will be there till morning, but...
Oh, no, absolutely. Morning is quite a while away, and there does seem to be at least one murderer under this roof.
GM, Swish would have been using this time as they've been talking to try and investigate around the body, looking for tracks or, like, if she was able to grab onto something, any clues as to the identity or at least path of the perpetrator.
Yeah, go ahead and roll an investigation.
I will do that, thank you. I see shit!
Yeah, but if you come over and look, Constable Custard will kind of look up at you. Oh. Saying out of earshot of Detective Rhubarb. It looks like her lipstick is smudged. As if someone grabbed her from behind so she could not scream out while they stabbed her. Oh, yes. Yes, Detective Rhubarb. You have good notes. Yeah. You see here. Blood everywhere. It's gross. We should clean it up.
Usually happens when someone is stabbed 3 times in the back. Blood.
Right. Probably get someone to... Custard, Nah. We'll get someone to clean it up. Alright. And then he will wander off. I'm going to try and find the murder weapon. He's going to start just pulling open drawers. I don't know, Custard. See any knives big enough for that? All I hear are these little dinner. He's going to hold it up against the... Nah, it's got to be bigger. What is everyone else doing?
Could I, by chance, see the note?
Her notebook?
Yeah, whatever she was writing, and cast Comprehend Languages on it as I do so to attempt to read it.
Yes, so here's the thing. You are able to determine the languages it in. However, the words seem to be out of order, thereby not making any sense. You can read the words, but they appear to be in some sort of code.
Or perhaps cipher.
I would like to attempt to figure out the cipher.
Using The Beginner's Guide to Ciphers, A Study in Cryptography by Martin Duskville. Yes. You will see that there is not much in there, save for a mention about each NPC she had met before you all arrived for dinner.
So Procta's gonna come down, like, clutching the comfiest pillow he had on his bed.
Mm-hmm.
Just one of those, like, really bad scowls, like when you were in a nice deep sleep and somebody woke you up and you're just pissed. Just, why is everyone yelling? And who the hell rang that goddamn bell?
That was me.
I'm sorry you thought the noise was too loud, my dear, but I can guarantee you it was not enough to wake the dead. As you can see,
I wish I was right now because I'm super duper tired and this is not great.
Recently dead.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, there's been a murder.
Detective Rhubarb's gonna look at you. I mean, there is a lady laying there covered in blood.
Because my...
And he's just still pulling out drawers and, like, rifling through, shutting the drawers, opening cupboards.
And he's just... Okay, I'm gonna go now. I hate this kind of crap. Because one of my personality traits I decided to take was I hate nothing more than a mystery.
Well, Detective, I would imagine at this point you would like to gather everyone in the house together.
Oh, please, gods, no.
Oh, yeah, I was just about to suggest that. Custard. Wasn't I about to say just as standard protocol?
Of course.
Of course. Proctor. Don't go too far. We're gonna do.
Why? I was sleeping.
We're gonna do a mystery. It's a mystery.
I don't
you love
want to.
Well,
Can I just go home? I
I'm
didn't even know I was supposed to stay here tonight. I thought it was just dinner and go.
I'm quite sure the young lady did not want to be involved in the mystery either, but yet here she was.
Okay, but how is that my problem?
You could be a potential suspect. How do we know you didn't murder them?
With
Yeah, well,
what
use that.
would I have
That
stabbed
was good stuff,
somebody
Custard.
with?
Write that down, Custard.
Kitchen knives?
I don't even know how to use a knife.
Daggers.
Ghost hand
Pause.
shit.
I just eat it raw, or I use my hands.
Ghost hand shit.
Ghost hand shit.
What?
You did
It's
make
just like
your
the
hand
hand
fall
falls
off.
off. Just what that?
You could murder them in your room.
Little buggers.
What?
Right.
This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
All the more reason for all of us to get together. I would say the meeting room where we first met seemed to be big enough for all of us.
Can I at least grab my other pillow for this? And my blanket. And my other blanket.
I don't think it's best that you go up to your room. What if you have what if you got the murder weapon on you and go stash it?
Well, you
Or
can search my
escape.
pillow and you can search my pants. I just want my other stuff.
No.
Yeah, I want
Let's head into the library.
to be
At
comfy.
which point, the Fairbrand brothers, who have come down and kind of milled about, one of them will like, well, I guess she came to a pointed end. Making terrible puns at each other and laughing.
Proctor's gonna laugh.
And then, while you guys all start to gather up in the library, you will notice that the Fairbrand brothers are actually not there.
What?
Are they just in there making jokes
Are
at the
they
corpse?
Are they fucking?
Well, you guys
ghosts?
went into the library. They have retired back upstairs, it would seem. You can hear their footsteps retreating back up the stairs.
That's unfair. You said I couldn't go.
What are you talking about, man?
The laughing duo, the prankster, jokesters, people you can't even understand.
The Checkle brothers.
Goddammit. Custard!
Ding and Dong from the Bell Factory.
Custard, we gotta... Alright, let's gather upstairs.
Sweet. Means I can go grab my blankets.
Was Lady Silverhall in her room?
I don't know. Let's head upstairs and we'll get those Chuckle brothers and check on Lady Silverhall. Custard. Let's just go upstairs. We'll figure this out. Get everyone together upstairs. We'll do that. Yeah, Custard? Yeah, let's do that.
What is upstairs? Is there room enough for all of us? Is it just the bed chambers, or?
I think everyone
There's
has
like
a
a,
room, yeah.
a large like balcony hallway with all of the
Yep.
guest rooms off of it. All right, Rhubarb and Custard will begin heading upstairs. Custard keeping up with Rhubarb while writing furiously in his little constable pad. Is everyone else going up as well?
Oh yes.
I want my blankets.
Okay. Where are you going once you reach upstairs? Are you going to the brothers or Lady Silverhall first?
I was gonna go check on Lady Silverhall.
That sounds like
Okay.
a good idea.
Okay. We'll do that first. You knock on Lady Silverhall's door, but hear nothing.
I will knock again.
There's
I
no
will
answer.
knock a third time.
There is
I
no
will-
answer.
I will look at I will look at Sir Arthak with like this kind of concern. They usually open the door when you knock on it.
If they don't, you're supposed to try the handle.
No, I'll do that. Check the handle.
Okay, the door is unlocked.
But say something before you go in.
Oh, sorry. Lady Silverhill, we are going to enter your room to make sure you're okay.
Yeah.
Just
You walk in, and there is no sign of Lady Silverhall. Though her belongings are still about, she has an open suitcase with clothes very neatly folded, a few things hung on the outside of the closet. The incense stick, very recently lit, still smoking in the corner.
that's not good.
Seems we have another missing person.
Also, I think I messed up her last name. Maybe that's why she's not here.
It's
Is
fine,
there
she messed
anything
up
else
mine.
you're doing?
I'd like to check out the room. I mean,
Yeah, you
kinda
want to do an investigation check for me?
It's
Or perception? I'll allow perception.
I'll give you a help action.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, and let's do that investigation. That's sounds right. 4. Oh, and with a help.
With
That's
with advantage?
8.
Double.
Okay. Nothing appears to be out of place. Everything looks super normal. She just doesn't appear to be in here.
Well, I can't really think of anything that's out of place there. I mean, she lit the incense and just left.
Seem odd.
Was
You
it a?
light incense and then leave?
It's a fire hazard.
Oh.
Hello.
I mean, do you see anything out of place? I mean, she wasn't here. You know, or rather, do you see anything out of place that is not Lady Silverhill? Because if you do see Lady Silverhill, then
Then she would be in place, and there wouldn't be an issue, I suppose.
yes.
I could take a look. Nope, everything seems fine to me.
Yeah, you stand in the room confused. The incense stick, still burning the last remnants of sweet jasmine through the air. Freshly made bed, the densely packed clothes. Where could Lady Silverhall have gone? By all appearances, it seemed as though she settled in here quite nicely. Yet if that were the case, why had she simply vanished in such a peculiar fashion? As you turn to walk out of the room, pondering to yourself any other locations in which she could be hiding, you feel your leg, Turk, catch on the rug below you. You look down, only to see a collection of beady black eyes now looking hungrily back. And please roll initiative because the floor rug is a mimic.
Oh, what the fuck?
Is this everyone or just the people in the room?
Just the people in the room so far. If anyone
Which
else would
I
like
guess
to
is
join,
me
they
as
can
well.
come in after. Yep.
Oh,
Bush is sticking
oh.
pretty close to Agnes through this whole kind of thing, because
Oh.
cookies?
I know dear soon. Hopefully.
Okay.
We need to combat to roll initiative.
Yep. Sorry, just 1 second. Just 1 second.
Did I roll too soon? Because that was a natural 20.
I
You
can edit you if it doesn't allow you.
Does this mimic have like
Roll again and I'll
big
edit
old
it.
fists that's just gonna punch you to death?
Oh, it worked. Oh, okay.
I can keep that one. It was a 20, so there's only 3 less.
3 could be the difference between life and death.
There we go. Okay. Agnes, you are up first.
Oh my. Well, this seems quite horrifying, doesn't it? Well, what the hell? Let's see what we can do then, shall we? And she kind of holds up her arm and it turns into a scorpion sting. And she strikes at the rug with primal savagery. Does a 15 hit?
15 will hit. Yes.
And that's 18 acid damage.
All right.
And that's it.
It will have no effect as the rug appears impervious to the acid.
Well, shit. Just letting everyone know, acid is a no-go.
Swish! You are up.
Swish is going to bound around Agnes and jump on the bed and launch herself up in the air, seemingly with nothing in her hands, and yell, "Acid, no good!" as she comes down on the rug, taking the attack action. And as she does, she'll summon a dagger into her hand that just looks dark purple and terrifying as she tries to jab it down into this rug.
Okay.
Did it roll in here? It did not. Dang it. Not connected. Nope. I have to roll in here. Gosh dang it. Stand by. I didn't want to have to learn this. Okay. There we go. A 19 to hit.
A 19 will hit.
Okay. It's going to take 9 psychic damage, and Swish is going to bring her other hand under bonus action, cutting with another knife, yelling,
What was the damage again, really quick? Sorry.
9 psychic. And then we're going to do this one for a 21 to hit.
Yeah.
And is it do I get sneak attack here because it's engaged, or no? I forget.
It is engaged, so yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna roll this damage first for another another 6 psychic. And 9 damage as she sneak attacks. And then she's going to use her remaining movement to jump up off the rug and stand at it looking recently dead.
All right.
That's my turn.
Wanderlust. Oops. There you go. Wanderlust.
Okay. Oh, that's all right. So Wanderlust is obviously just jumped back a little bit so his Swish could get at this rug, and he's going to kind of use that moment in the air, and as he's kind of up, he is going to for a brief moment there's going to be a flash from his legs, and a bunch of as if you know how the effect is going across the screen when it's your turn, like the arrows, they're all connected though, like a continuous line of them will just kind of explode for a moment as I'm going to summon my arms of astral self, except they're going to be my legs of astral self in this moment.
Okay.
So I'm going to put that there. So it needs to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Dex saving throw.
It's a DC 14. Okay. And it doesn't look like it's a save for half. It looks like it's just a save or suck. So no effect, but I do still get to absolutely wreck its day with my legs, as I will just keep myself in the air and just stomp down on it. So arms the astral self, they're gonna attack. Does a 21 hit?
A 21 will hit.
Perfect. Okay, so it's going to be 6, and the second attack, 17 to hit.
That will hit.
All right. And so that's going to be 11 force damage total.
Total. Okay.
Yeah, as he will just kind of continue stomping both with spectral and physical feet.
Okay. It is now its turn, and Agnes. It is wrapping, it's like a coiled braided rope, and it is just reaching out one of those coils and just wrapping it around you, just trying to batter you. And it is going to attack you.
All right.
Oh, but I crit failed. So it is not going to hit. Dice, why have you betrayed me? Okay, Sir Arthak. Ice Sworn.
Cool. So again, it's just like a rug on the floor, and it doesn't have anyone grappled or anything like that. It's just
Not currently,
trying
no.
to. Okay, cool.
It tried. It failed.
Sir Arthak is going to pull out his greatsword, which is a large ice-made greatsword, shimmering in light as he pulls it out, and he's going to kind of try and slice off that pseudopod that came out that tried to grab Agnes.
Okay.
He says, "Oh, I guess." Let's see if that works. Not a great roll. An 11 to
An
hit.
11 will not hit.
Okay. And that's all he's got.
Okay. Back up to Agnes.
Okay, well, I'm going to step away from this rug. It really doesn't tie the room together anyway, so I don't think we need to worry about saving it. And I'll take 10 feet back, and I'll outstretch my palm, and a couple swarms of bees will fly out of it.
You're stepping outside of its melee range. It is going to try and snap at you as you leave.
Sure.
Yeah, okay. 11 to hit.
Misses.
Yeah, God. Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead and...
Bees!
Yep. Go ahead and give me a Constitution save.
Covered in bees. Okay.
Oh.
Woof! A 4.
And does it need to make a Constitution save for each swarm? Because I get 2 at this level.
Sure,
I don't know.
We'll do it. Ooh, but that one's a 20.
Okay. All right, so we'll go ahead and just do 6 poison damage.
Okay.
Does that seem to help?
Yeah, a little bit. As the bees come in and just stab at this this rug that has come to life.
I say there's a no. Bees are a yes.
Bees! Question mark! Exclamation point! Bees! I love the name of this attack. Okay. Swish, you are up.
Swish is gonna then pivot around the rug to be flanking with our good sir here, and is going to flip out a dagger again to try and strike at it. Roll that. Oh, I didn't roll at advantage. One second. Yeah, so 21 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Awesome. So 9 psychic damage, and then she's gonna do it again with her bonus action. Attack with advantage. 17 to hit.
Yep.
Awesome. And then I am gonna apply sneak
This
attack
is
to
not
this.
looking great for my rug, you guys.
So 7 and then 8 additional damage.
Total is
15.
15. I was there.
Yeah. Swish will dig her daggers like down into the rug and rake them across to the edge, and she'll say, "They can buy a new one." That's what I'm.
Okay. Wanderlust.
This thing isn't looking too hot, is it?
No.
All right, I'm gonna continue cutting a jig across it.
It's looking incredibly threadbare.
Taking a moment to kind of stand on the bed frame and giving himself a bit more air, and he'll just come down again and try to stomp all of its little eyes out. So
Okay.
let me throw this up here. It's gonna be 2 attacks. The arm is Ash itself. 9 to hit on the first one. Probably not gonna do it. So let's hope for better on the second. 16.
That'll hit.
Perfect. That is going to be 7.
How would you like to describe this Wanderlust?
So he's gonna again get air, and then his legs, and like obviously they have they're made up of triangles that all ridges are just gonna start catching and tearing and tearing and tearing and tearing with his own stomping. It's just gonna completely cut through. He's gonna cut a rug. with his feet, and aggressive stomping, leaving a few scratch marks and dents actually in the floor as he kind of finishes, and will kind of catch the rug finally with his heel and sweep it up and just pin it to the wall as it probably loses a bit of its form and goes all mimicky grossness.
Okay, you do this. The rug mimic is defeated, and you guys are out of initiative.
You really seem to be hoping for a lot from that. We're sorry we pulled the rug out from under you, Luca.
So is there like a thing that's like the opposite of inspiration called enervation?
Odd question, because that definitely deserves inspiration.
Wanderlust.
You
Well,
you
Papa.
get inspiration, but then immediately get enervation.
Ooh.
I felt
Effectively
good, and then I felt
negating
bad for
that.
some reason.
Hmm.
Oh.
Okay. The rest of the guests look on from the entrance of the doorway, very clearly disturbed by what they see. Of course, still, Lady Silverhall is nowhere to be seen, and the brothers are also not there.
While that was going on, I was gonna try to sneak into the brothers' room, and
Yes.
I think
While
I
that's going
saw
on,
Tony
you're
with like the
nope.
same brain.
So,
on
like, I
that.
assume the detective and investigator were, because I forgot their names already. The constable, I'm sorry, the
Custard
detective and the
and rhubarb.
constable, wanted to go check out the laughing stocks.
Yeah. You
Because
will
I also wanted to go to my goddamn room.
You will find them, if you're going into the brothers' room, you will find them both in their room, packing. What do you do?
So I'm not allowed to go to my room to grab things I want, and yet gesturing. Still
I mean,
pillow in arm. Like, I am not letting go of this comfy ass pillow.
Hey, alright, alright. We don't want to be involved with a murder. Alright?
Well, unfortunately, you are. Because we are all involved.
Listen,
No.
we were just in our room. Heard a crash. We're just reading. We heard y'all go downstairs. We decided to follow. By the time we got down there, everyone was already down there. That's all.
I would like to insight check with my beautiful insight,
if-
because I definitely dumped wisdom for today.
Okay?
Listen, if I don't get to go back home yet, neither do you. If I have to suffer, so does everybody else. That's how this works.
Hell yeah. And
What was that?
I rolled a 10. I'm not.
Alright,
I have no wisdom.
if you just stand there, like, staring, with just, like, the most, resting bitch face, one of the brothers will be like, listen, I didn't want to be involved. Lady Silverhall and my brother here, had a bit of a history, and she's still sore about it. So we didn't want any wild pointing fingers if there were trouble. Got our businesses to think of. So if you don't mind, we'll be on our way. Or if you insist we stay, we'd like to stay out of all the action. Thanks.
I insist you stay, because if I gotta, you gotta.
I mean, you don't gotta. You can come with us.
Ooh, this is a good opportunity.
If any of you attempt to leave, I will have my demon eat you.
And I look down to it.
All right. We don't. Okay.
I'm pretty sure Monty can squash that. We'll be fine.
No, because even if you do, he comes right back. Right back.
Cool.
The other brother will kind of chuckle to himself and all right, listen, we're gonna go. We'll go down in the library and we'll just wait there if you got any questions for us. But we don't want any of the action or whatever is happening in that other room. We don't want anything to do with Silverhall. We're done with that. Just done with that. So we'll just wait there, okay? They're gonna try and chuckle their way past you, doing finger guns.
As they do, my demon lurches forward and just hisses at them violently.
Oh, they got me.
We
Can I go
will
get my
if you
stuff
leave.
now?
Sorry, what was that?
Like, can I just go get my stuff now?
Yeah, let's go.
Sweet.
What is everyone else doing? Those of you still in the room, having defeated this rug.
Agnes walks out and announces to everyone, well, the rug tried to kill us, but we're good. How are you all doing? Any other corpses found?
I mean,
No, but our friends are trying to leave. So keep an eye on them.
Oh, I wouldn't do that, dearie.
I didn't think rugs could attack.
They're
me.
halfway down the stairs and just, we're saying, no eating.
Yes, it seems the lady is missing and the rug tried to eat us. I don't know if the rug ate her. No bones fell out when we killed it, so I assume that's not the issue.
I mean, can I while this, I quickly give like a once over to this rug, so I'm keeping it basically pinned up to the wall with my heel.
Roll investigation or perception or whatever.
I'm gonna try investigation since I'm not smart, but I'm kind of wise.
Yeah, can Arthak help you?
Yes,
Because
please.
I was going to. I thought the rug was still on the ground. I wanted to flip it over to see if there's anything under it. But if it's up against the wall, I want to look at where it was.
Do you want to make your own roll since
Sure.
I can't seem to do anything but hit things?
No problem. I mean, I have the same mod. I'll make a perception check. That one's better.
See, look, now you have control of it. Now it's all good.
All right,
Alright,
you
that's
guys attempt
21.
to investigate. Are pretty sure that there was a rug in here that you killed. You're not 100% sure, but you're fairly sure that happened. However, perception check, you do much better at. You look around. The rug does seem to have some staining on it near where its gaping maw was, and you can assume that it most likely ate and digested Lady Silverhall. While you are also looking around, you will find a drop of blood outside her wardrobe. And if you open it up beneath a collection of dresses, you will find a very large, bloody chef's knife.
I think we may have a chain of murders on our hands.
Well, you think she did it and then she got eaten?
Yeah, but I don't think getting eaten. I think getting eaten might have been a murder in itself. Murder by mimic.
Many much mutters.
Murder mimicry. Terrible thing.
Murder
So-
mimicry.
Exactly.
So, Lady Silverhall stabbed Harriet Lockwell and then ran back to her room and was eaten by a mimic.
Allegedly.
Someone else stabbed her and put the knife in her room, but she got eaten by the mimic anyways.
I mean, we're not entirely sure. We'd have to do an autopsy. I don't know how you autopsy a Mick, though. That seems quite odd.
Should also,
I'm willing to give it a shot, though.
should also check with the Lord and see if this is actually his rug.
Lord, is this your mimic?
After a few, probably like 30 seconds, you will hear creaking on the steps below. I'm sorry, what was that? Lord Berkestaff will call up.
Was this your mimic?
Was this your rug?
Mimic rug. Rug mimic.
I do not know anything about and he will climb the rest of the stairs. I am... Oh.
Ghastly situation up here, I know.
What is it? What happened to my rug? What happened to my rug?
Well, your rug is either missing or has been a sleeping mimic this entire time.
Where'd you get this rug?
Well, it's been part of the estate for years. Where is Lady Silverhall? Yeah, insight check. Go ahead.
Oh, she did.
I believe him.
I'm using my advantage. For
Agnes
shadow.
is so
It's
trusting.
important.
Agnes believes everyone.
15.
Did mine go through?
No.
Didn't.
Hmm.
Oh, there we go. That still didn't go through.
I saw it
I
pop
got
up.
less than 15. Doesn't matter.
You got okay. You believe him?
Well, they're called mimics. I'm pretty sure it's because they mimic gesturing to anything.
We could be in a
That's
mimic
not
right
good.
now and not know it.
Yeah, that'd be great. Turn to something that can fly me the shit out of here.
I mean, your precious pillow and blanket could be a mimic too. I guess we'll just have to wait and
2
find out.
pillows. It's like I have one in each arm now.
I mean, a mimic can only be one thing at a time. It can't be 2 pillows. That's just silly.
Well, it could be 2 mimics, whatever they are. These are comfy as hell.
I'm sure
And
you'll
these
both be
blankets
happy
are
together.
so warm. What the hell
I
do you get these
don't-
made out of?
I don't know if this conversation matters.
What? Everything matters.
We've got quite a lot going on here. I think we should all gather up the remaining living of us into one spot.
All
A
of
detective.
us?
The detective is no longer up there. Upon seeing the knife, he would have grabbed it with Custard and gone back down to compare the knife wounds to the knife.
Stabbing her again.
Just stabs Custard in the back.
You know
Yep,
what?
Looks the same.
Swish actually wants to go, before we go too much further, that now that the Lord's here, Swish wants to go up and look at the Lord's hands.
Okay.
Really intently. Please let me roll really well, please. Please.
Can I pat you on the shoulders as you come down off the bed and like, oh, whatever you're onto, girl, go get it. Or boy, bird, swish, have at you, and cast guidance.
Oh, guidance. Awesome. So plus a d4, right?
Yes.
Okay. 21. Let's go.
There is, his hands are perfectly clean, except for a small smudge of red makeup.
Swish is gonna look at him, or look at his hands, and look up at you. Thank you. And is going to kind of move past down the hall. I'm then gonna turn around and look at, sorry, I've gotta see how many folks I can hit with this. I'm going to look at Agnes, the Knight, and Heather, and I'm going to roll a d8. Where is this? Where it be?
Hope this is a good thing.
Bloop.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Let's see. No, not damage. That's not what I want. I want this one. Usability.
Psychic whispers.
Yeah.
It's
So
in
I'm
there.
trying to roll a d8, but it won't do it. I guess damage? Maybe? Oh, here we go. So for 2 hours, I can talk telepathically to those 3 peoples. And in that in there, I'm going to say, the lipstick smudged. Murder.
On his hands?
Yeah, you can communicate telepathically back to me.
Yeah, I'm saying that.
Mhm.
Just confirming.
Gotcha.
So.
Ghost hand shit.
Who
Uh,
so I guess we meet everyone
hold on
in
just
a
second.
room
Hold on,
and
hold
and
on,
do
hold
the.
on, hold on.
I think we found the murder
Lord
suspect.
Berkestaff, inciting that you were suspicious of his hands and looking down at his hands, trying to figure out, will see this much makeup and be like, I was just helping out Amy downstairs near the armory. She was very distraught. I had to help clean her up a bit. She could not be brought to her senses. I decided to show her my collection of antiquities.
Really, the person who breaks everything they touch, you decided to show them your fancy stuff that could be broken?
Yes, well, she seemed so distraught, you see.
1 second. And Heather will walk out of the room briefly and just, at the top of her lungs, scream out for Amy. I'm not going to do that here on stream because I respect people in headphones.
My earballs.
Quick history
You
check?
will receive no answer.
Can I make a quick history check as to if Amy was wearing red makeup?
Go ahead and roll a history check.
Killing off all his mistresses, isn't he?
Meanwhile, Swish has positioned herself at the top of behind the Lord. So as he's talking to everyone else, she is behind him, getting ready for some shady. Pardon. All just magic casting spells.
Was Amy wearing red lipstick?
What was your roll again? Sorry.
14.
Not that you know of, no.
I don't believe that Amy was wearing that color.
Can I do a remembering about the color that the corpse was wearing?
Yeah, roll a history check.
History. Oh, do I have history? Oh, well, let's see. Oh! That's a natural 20.
Yeah, Harriet was absolutely wearing a bright red lipstick.
You know, it is quite interesting. Harriet seemed to be wearing a bit of a bright rouge lipstick herself that also seemed to be quite smudged, as if somebody had, maybe placed a hand over her mouth shortly before or after, who knows, the incident. Isn't that right, detective?
Again, no answer from the detective.
There will be an answer from Swish from the other side. Meaning to ask you some questions.
Yes.
With all this shenanigans going on, Heather will just start to quietly creep down the stairs before turning herself invisible when she feels like she's out of everyone's eyesight and doing a fancy little hop onto her broom to fly around the house to see if she can find Amy. Or anyone else looking some kind of fishy.
Yeah. So, you are not seeing anyone in the rest of the house.
What?
In fact, while you are doing this, going around searching for Amy, there are signs of struggle in the kitchen. But the detective and Custard are not there. The brothers are no longer in the library. And Amy is not in the armory or anywhere to be found. And to the rest of you, Lord Berkestaff will just look at you and go, and then start to run.
Yeah, I'm immediately, as he turns around to go down the stairs, I'm using my held action of engaging with this homie
I'm
to
gonna
keep
roll.
him put.
Do an initiative off with me to see
I
if
wanna-
he's able to get going faster. Then
Hey,
you
can
can.
you-
I was looking to grab him too, because I wanted to like just hold him. Can I
Are
try
we?
that at all?
Can you make an active combat? And I would
mean,
love to roll initiative.
To be fair, Swish was getting ready for a fight from the very beginning. We all kind of had the dolly shot.
Go ahead. Okay. Yeah, you catch him.
Okay. So in that case, let me just see. Just trying to see what I can do here. I think all I've got is trying to attack him. Yeah, like Swish is just gonna launch herself at him, screaming out, it's a fire hazard. So let's go ahead and do this.
Well, that's some spooky dooky music.
I found it.
Were we all rolling initiative, or?
If you want to.
15 to hit.
Yeah, let me, hold on. I don't
All good.
have him loaded into,
All good.
whatever, so let me just, who do I got here? There we go. We'll just have him go. Okay, go ahead. And what was the
Okay.
to hit?
15 to hit. Awesome.
That will hit.
Awesome. So 8 psychic damage on the first one. And then bonus action attacking again. A 14 to hit.
14 beats it.
Okay, awesome. And then given that we were all kind of crowded in the hall, like, do I have advantage with like them behind him? Do you think? Or
Flanking?
I'll leave
Yeah,
that
sure,
up to
let's
you.
go
Yeah.
ahead. Go. Yep.
Okay. So we're gonna roll this, but we're just gonna do sneak attack as well. Normal. So 22 total damage from the second hit as Swish, again, it's like she doesn't have anything in her hands, and then suddenly there are large black blades that she just cuts across, aiming to like for his feet and trying to like hunch down low. So if he continues to try to run, she's trying to trip him so he will fall down the stairs. But that's my turn.
Let me roll something really quick. Yeah, he will trip down the stairs.
Oh hell yeah.
Hold on just a sec. He will take some bludgeoning damage.
As he rolls down the stairs, Swish will look up at the others and say, let me see, I gotta find it. Send it out to the station.
Okay. It is now his turn though, I guess. Or what was your initiative, Sarah?
Mine was 15.
Okay, so then it's Heather's turn. Heather, are you still wandering around?
Once
Manor?
she realized no one was there, she would have like instantly sent that telepathically to Swish. And then if Swish was like, hey, BT dubs, this is bad, Heather would come like immediately flying back. But she's also got a fly speed of 50 right now.
She would, yeah, you would get the response. That's not good.
And I feel like I would hear him falling down the stairs, which I am already down at the bottom of.
Okay, are you doing anything other than just sending the message?
Yes. So, for a bonus action, since I feel like that would take up my action to just communicate what was happening down here.
Yeah.
At the bottom of the stairs, a beautiful, creepy tentacle is going to come up and reach out to just whap him real hard. Did it go? It's a 15 to hit.
A 15 to hit. That will hit. Also, Tony, try token now.
For 11 points of cold damage, as it just kind of towers over this man collapsed on the floor.
Okay. That's gonna hurt. He is actually, that cold is gonna, like, just kind of spread up his skin, cracking the skin as it blackens from frostbite. A little bit of blood. Mechanically, he's bloodied. However, it is now his turn, and you are going to see the edges around him mist, and he is going to misty step away and then run really fast down the hallway away from you.
Can we see where he went or where he is?
So he misty stepped down the hallway, and then he is just going to run down a hallway from there towards. It looks like he is going towards the reception room.
Can I roll initiative to go and try to act, or?
Yeah, roll it up, but I think Arthak is next. Oh, it looks like you've got a higher initiative.
I mean, I figured we'd just roll back to the top. Kind of. I mean, at least for me, I was.
Oh yeah, you joined too, huh?
I'm fine with like waiting. Like one of us would kind of just
Yeah,
like, see everyone
Arthak,
run and then
go
kind of
ahead.
like, oh shit.
We'll just finish and then we'll go back around.
How far away is he at this point?
Misty Step is like
30 feet.
30 feet, so he is probably 60 feet. Like, he went down 30 feet and then turned a corner, so he's not even within your view anymore.
Right. Arthak will jump down to run after him, getting the 30 feet. Can I, like, get to the corner and then see where he's running?
Yeah, you can see that he is down the hall about 30 feet, running into the reception room.
I am going to, as Sir Arthak gets down there, he's going to say, "Stop, I think it's time you come with us and turn yourself in," and I'm going to cast Suggestion on him.
Ooh. Okay.
That goes through. So, Wisdom saving throw, DC 13. I'm suggesting that he stops and comes with us and turns himself in.
I rolled a 16 plus. Hold on.
That's a save then.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's a low. It's DC 13, so it's fine.
Okay.
If you got 16, you're good.
Okay. He
That's what he does,
keeps moving. He keeps running. Okay, so it is now someone's turn. Procta.
Oh, great. Just like, oh my god, this is so awful and forever taking. He's just gonna go down the stairs, like the blanket's just like draping behind him. God, I don't even know if I can get that far. Because he's super dipped. How fast is my hand able to move when I remove it? I'm like distinctly curious because it doesn't say.
It would probably have the statistics
30
of a crawling claw.
Cool.
10 feet climb though.
I would like to just like bonus action remove my hand. and just chuck it down the hallway and try to get as close to him as I can.
Okay, roll a strength for the throw.
Cool. I like to use my Tides of Chaos to give myself advantage.
Okay.
The off play here is that the next spell I cast causes wild magic.
Okay.
An 18. Thank God.
Okay. So an 18 strength, yeah, you can chuck it quite far down there, and then your crawling claw has 30 speed.
Does it would it be able to get to him?
I guess it could. Yeah, it can it can grab onto him. I mean, it's not gonna have its own strength to like stop him or anything, but it can.
Oh no! Well, yeah, it has like very low stuff. Like squashing it will make it disappear. But am I able to channel a shocking grasp through it?
No.
Oh.
Much like you need connective tissue to channel spells such as that.
You can't weaponize it to turn into a hand grenade.
Why not?
Not holy
It
enough.
just sounds
God
unfair.
damn it, Ekash.
This is outrageous.
Give the man inspiration.
Right, you can have inspiration, Ekash.
Hey, I don't do it for the inspiration. I do it for the lulls.
For the lulls.
For the love.
Then yeah, that's gonna be my turn.
Okay.
My hand is on him.
Tony, you're killing me. You are killing me.
You're welcome. All the phrasing you were doing earlier.
All the phrasing.
I don't
Okay.
get the one.
Stop.
How
for
fast
the
does
long
my
arm of
hand
the
move?
law.
How fast can my hand move? Just you wait.
Fucking killing me.
Insert.
Okay.
You don't want to see my hand where my hip be yet.
Chucking the shocker across the room.
Fire.
Don't worry, I'm basically playing this as Cheryl and or Carol Tunt, so
Wanderlust.
Okay. I have a lot of movement, and I so one of those kind of like take a second, like as everyone runs away, and then oh shit, run and get to the barrister. Now, Sir Arthur jumped, is right.
Are you going to the
Just-
barrister or the banister?
The banister. Sorry, I'm
Okay.
going to the barrister and asking, is this legal?
I did jump.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna grab Bean, Bogus, and Barrick in my arms and just also just jump over the railing and land and like put them down softly. And then I'm gonna kind of like give one of them, I guess Bogus, a little like touch on the head, like. And then I'm gonna run. I have 80 feet of movement. Can I catch this man?
Oh, you're a fucking monk.
Yeah, it's fun.
Dope monk shit.
Dope monk shit. He is literally just gonna kind of.
Yeah, go ahead. You can catch him.
Like he has a moment where he turns, and I have slippers of spider climb, so I can just run on the walls and like dive. Oh, also.
Dude,
Okay.
dope monk shit.
Cool. I'm just gonna attempt to tackle him. If that's cool. Just kind of running acrobatics.
Somewhere in the chalk, Rory turns and looks at this guys and goes, "Yeah."
So try and beat a 21, please.
Ooh,
Also, no,
17
I'll do you
is
one
that
better.
gonna-
I'll do you one better. It's knowledge from a past life. Something about chasing down a villain and tackling him to the ground. It reminds me from my past, so I'm gonna add another d6 onto that. 'cause-
God damn it. I wouldn't have made it anyways, but yeah, you got it. You got him.
Okay, cool.
He is going to hit the floor. The claw on him is going to go scattering.
my hand.
And you've got him pinned, grappled, whatever. Is there anything else with your turn?
Nothing else. I'm just gonna have obviously like shoulder checked him into the floor and then kind of rolled and taken that in front of myself and just have a hand on the back of his neck to keep him down.
Agnes. What do you got for me, Agnes?
And back where Agnes was, she casts Longstrider on herself, and she goes, "Oh, and here I thought the evening would just be boring, but it looks like it's getting quite exciting." And she does that while laughing, and her form changes. Her form changes to that of a giant hyena, and runs 60 feet in the direction of the chase.
I am so
She's got a necklace with a
right now.
She has a necklace
I'm so in
still.
it.
Her necklace of a purple glowing claw still around the hyena's neck.
That shit's
This
gonna
is some
haunt me.
This is some Madam Mim bullshit, and I'm here for it.
It's gonna haunt me.
I love that we have a Kenku to try and mimic that later too.
Oh God, Purple, why would you do that? Don't give her ideas. Fuck.
She already had it. I saw
Not
it.
even
She
that.
wrote it in the notebook. I saw it.
So this little old crone turns into a large hyena and is chased after the.
Mhm.
And at 60 feet movement because of Longstrider gets there.
What are you doing once you get there? Is that your turn?
That's all my actions.
Alright, you guys are all converging on a dude, yes, Sarah! Mad Madam Mim! Fucking horrifying childhood
it.
nightmares!
Oh no, I love her. She's my icon. I love Madam
Stalking
Mim.
me in the night, man. Okay. Madam Mim. Okay, so we are going to take a break right there. And we will return to see what the fuck happens next. We'll be tackled. Lord Berkestaff, on the ground as he is running in to the floor. And all of you just kind of piling on, claws, monks, everyone. A giant hyena cackling, just horrifyingly, penetrating through to your bones. You will never forget that sound for as long as you live. Lord Berkestaff will actually cry out, "No! No, no!" as the entire hallway around you begins to shake. No, 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 I've served you! No! And the entire section of this floor is going to start sliding forward, almost on a conveyor belt, as the bottom of the floor, as this all tilts downward, opens up into whirring sets of circular saws.
What the fuck?
As the entire floor of this hallway turns into essentially a giant conveyor belt about to feed you into some whirring saws. And he is just, "No! I have always served you!" What is everyone doing? Everyone will need to roll a dex check for me if you're trying to back up away from these saws.
If
Trying
I'm
to-
still on my broom, do I
Yeah,
have to make it?
If you are still on your broom, you do not.
I have my hand on the back of his neck. Could I grab him and then just kind of try and quickly jump up onto the wall with my slippers of spider climb?
Will you read off me those?
I have the slippers. Oh, sure. I don't have it on my sheet. Slippers of spider climbing. While you wear these light shoes, you can move up, down, and across vertical surfaces and upside down along ceilings while leaving your hands free. You have climbing speed equal to your walking speed. But they don't allow you to walk on slippery surfaces.
Yeah, so this is still gonna require a dex check from you. However, if you are also trying to lift him, I will have you roll it at disadvantage.
Gotcha. Oh,
Hooray.
let me just see if there's anything I can do here for that. All right. Dexterity check it is.
A check or
Ooh.
a saving throw
Oof.
against a trap per se?
It is a
Because I have dangerous sense, which
check.
gives me advantage.
It is a check.
It's a check.
Yep.
Okay, get it.
What was that roll, Turk?
It's a natural one.
Okay, you are going to move 10 feet backwards towards the saws. However, he rolled a 5 in his scramble. He is trying to help himself. So he is also going to go with you.
That's convenient.
What is everyone else? Okay, you are able to not move forward to the saws. You are still on the conveyor belt, though.
We're just rolling dex saves, correct?
Dex checks.
Dex checks. Like acrobatics?
Is the worst.
It just says dex check, so I just want a straight check.
God damn it, but
Yeah,
acrobatics.
yeah,
I have a plus 10.
yeah.
Come on.
No.
Not
The
today.
hyena got a 14.
Oh, I'm a fine.
You are
23.
also Sarah. The Kenku is able to move forward and get off of the conveyor belt up at the top of the hallway. Ikaj, the hyena, is just in place. Haven't moved backwards or gotten anywhere towards off the conveyor belt. Is anyone else down there? No, what was your...
Sir Arthak got a 13.
Okay, you are also staying in place. Not in more danger, but also not clear of danger. Heather, you're on your broom, you're fine. Okay, please everyone else, roll one more round of check for me. Off.
Oh yeah. Ah.
Instead of... So I'm off the conveyor belt, right? Like I was able to make it up and away.
Uh-huh.
So is there anything I can do, like looking at the conveyor belt and seeing that it's mechanical? Could I like try to like jam it with something?
Roll perception for me.
I would love to.
Could I
Please
also
roll
like
good.
see if there's just like an off button?
I rolled bad. No good. Sorry guys, I
You
tried.
may, Heather.
Excellent. My perception is hot trash. Excellent.
You guys see no
Roll the what?
mechanical anything to this trap.
Can just anyone do perception?
Yeah, if you're all looking around for the off switch, go ahead.
25.
You also see no mechanical switches for this trap.
So, with a 17, am I still on the conveyor belt of doom?
With a 17, you are able to move closer. You are able to move 10 feet away from the direction of the saws. So you are 10 feet safer now. Everyone else finish rolling your next round of checks for me.
And was a 17?
Okay, you are up there with Tony. 10 feet
12.
safer. Oof, you are 10 feet worse. No, I'm sorry. You're in the same spot you were.
Okay.
You have not moved.
You're gonna hear across because Swish can't see any switches, so she's gonna call out to let's see, the folks that she's got the like kinetic connection with, and you're just going to hear, "I'll just magic."
Okay. Is anyone responding or deciphering that?
Not sure if I can.
Is that
I
an
can
insight
myself
check?
out if I need to.
Would there be a potential for me to fly where like the circle saws are?
Yeah, however, Lord Berkestaff rolled poorly twice in a row. Very, very poorly. And he is going to let out a blood-curdling scream as his legs get caught up in the circular saws.
Oh my
I
god!
rolled a 13 with my disadvantage trying to
So
help
you
him.
are no longer moving closer towards the circular saws. He rolled terribly, so he is getting caught up in it.
Isn't
Even
he
if I'm
helping
rolling a
him, though?
disadvantage to help.
Let me
I
roll
did it.
him with advantage. He rolled worse. So
Oh
no,
my
he is
God.
getting caught up, and you will see him, blood spurting, terrible sounds of crunching, get eaten up by these circular saws.
Like completely or just legs?
Completely. No. He goes right in, chewed up. The conveyor belt, again, is still slowly moving. Everyone roll another check for me.
All right, time to burn the house.
Now that I've kind of stayed in place, am I able to get my foot up on a wall?
Roll your dex check and let me see if you do.
All right, that's.
I would like to.
Everyone call off your new rolls for me.
I have to ask,
Well,
13.
Luca.
Arthak, you are able to get to the end of the hallway up there with Sarah. Turk, you are able to get a foot on the wall if you would like. Swish, you're doing great. You are nowhere near danger of falling onto the conveyor belt hallway. Let's see. Hyena, you are slowly starting to move down the conveyor belt, neither moving to safety nor to further harm very quickly, but it is still just moving you along. And then I do not see. Oh, Heather's just hovering.
I was actually trying to fly down to where the gross
Saws are?
circle saws were,
Uh-huh.
and as any sane person would do with their money before we gathered here today, I bought 4 bottles of acid, and I would like to just yeet them all into the circle saws. It could also be while this lord is going down at the same time, be like, ah, shit, this is bad. Just
Yeah,
the
Lord,
witch and also pour acid on
Lord,
their shit.
Lord Berkestaff, screaming out horribly as he is crunched up and devoured by these circular saws. You are just gonna come over and just pour out 4 bottles of acid onto him, and his screaming will turn to very painful gurgles, hissing, and just horrible stench, in addition to all of the crunching that is currently happening.
Question.
However,
I'm trying
you're
to
going to
damage
feel
the circle
more
saws.
shaking from this hallway, as if the entire hallway is reacting to your acid.
I do have a question, Luca.
Mm-hmm.
Was a 9 a failure?
Yes.
I would like to re-roll it with my magical guidance.
Yes.
I got a 16 instead.
Okay. You are able to stay in place.
Say what?
Not
Question.
quite enough to move towards the end of the hallway.
I rolled another perception check and got a 22. Again, like she's recognizing that she doesn't see any switches, but is there anything that she sees that can help the party members like still on the conveyor belt? Or anything like, you know what I mean?
She can remember that she has rope in her pack.
Yeah, that's weird.
Okay.
What is the conveyor belt made out of?
Hallway.
Wood?
Wood.
Just like
Carpet.
the same rug cycling.
Yep. Yep.
I don't like this.
Sarah, were you throwing out rope, or what do you want to do?
Yeah. You'll
'Cause
hear across.
there's no panels or anything like that. There's
Yeah.
no switch. There's no hinge. There's none.
Yeah.
There's
yeah.
almost freakishly none of the mechanical natured type of things that would be associated with a trap.
Yeah, and he was screaming out some weird shit before he got zipped. So
Zizzed.
you'll hear over the over her link. Who's still on the conveyor belt?
Agnes.
Magda
Okay.
and Agnes.
I don't know how
Pro-
far I am from the edge, or
Procta's in the most danger right now.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, I got two no moves.
And then you got a move towards danger, didn't you?
He re-rolled
Mhm.
it.
Oh, okay.
No,
Oh,
that was
that's
one I
right.
got
You
to
re-rolled. You re-rolled. Yeah, they're both like kind of in the middle of the hallway, slowly conveyoring down, but not in immediate danger.
You'll hear she'll be scrambling out of her pack trying to like grab rope, and you'll just hear dangerous. Dearie, as she like throws the rope down the conveyor belt to the two remaining homies on the conveyor belt to try and like assist them.
Okay. All right. You
And then
do this.
encouragingly, never say no to a nice boy.
What? That doesn't even make sense.
Go ahead and if you guys want to grab the rope, you can.
reach down and grab it with my mouth.
Okay.
Gross. And yeah, I'll try to grab it.
In
I
response.
hate it. Thanks, I hate
Now
it. Okay, you guys grab the rope. You are able to pull yourselves up to safety. You know what? Just roll a strength check for me.
Strength check.
Can I help with
You can use that.
also grabbing the rope to assist?
An athletics check is much more wanting.
I want you to
What in the fuck?
roll a gym rope climbing check, please. Ooh, Procta,
Okay,
you
Alright,
are
that is
gonna
a
just
failure.
grab onto this
Hold
rope,
up.
but not actually make any progress. Just sitting there holding it at the bottom.
Pull me up.
I got a 13 on my strength.
Yeah, you're able to pull yourself up.
Once I get on the other end, I just like grab it and start pulling Proctor.
Okay.
It's not Proctor.
Oh, sorry. I forgot who was still on there.
Okay. So you're able to pull them up. And as you guys kind of get out of danger's way, the entire hallway will just kind of close up. Everything goes back to normal, as if nothing is wrong with this hallway.
Cool. Is there a nearby window? Because fuck this house and everything in it.
Yeah, you want to go look out the window?
I don't like how you phrased the question, but yes. Procta will go and look out the window, even though I'm sus as shit.
You want to go look out the window? You go look out the window. You part back the curtains to find only brick.
I hate my life. I hate everything in this goddamn house. I'm going to torch it until it is nothing but a pile of ash and shit.
In the
That's a
background,
fire
just-
hazard.
In the
You're a
background.
fire hazard.
What is everyone doing? You are still kind of standing in this hallway.
That was a close one.
Which of these rooms would you like to go in? Where are you going in the house? What are you doing?
Are we close to the front door, I imagine?
Yes, you are.
If there's no windows, there's probably no way out through doors.
Possibly worth a try, though.
I just wanted to leave earlier, and I was told no, and now I'm trapped here, and it's everyone else's fault.
We're all trapped here too.
All right,
make
so
it.
you are making your way towards the front door.
He's gonna take a moment, pause, and kind of hold his hand to his chest, and from his blue kind of suit gown, this like ice will start to form around his hand in a hexagon pattern, and then sparkle out around him, and then shatter and be left with a blue glowing, just like crystalline structure all around him as he's casting Armor of Agathis on himself, giving him a little icy 10 HP, and then he's gonna go open the door.
Yeah, you go to open the door, the front door, and as you open it, there's another door behind it.
Open that door.
Another door behind it.
Wait, is it a push? Try that one.
You push it, and another door comes sliding into place.
What in the 9 infinite circles?
And as you kind of panic and try and push, there seems to be an infinite number of doors, never actually opening to anything other than just more door.
This is getting
Mortar?
good.
It's
I agree.
super not. I hate
Told you
this.
can't simply walk in through those.
Revolving doors. Yeah.
It's too many doors.
Procta is just gonna like angrily, like just at this point, shred a pillow and go to where what was her name?
Amy?
The one with a bunch of knives in her back.
Oh.
Heather.
Harriet.
Harriet.
Oh.
I would like to go to
Different age.
Harriet because there was a door there, and I want to see if that door is cursed to shit.
In the future.
All right, you walk into the kitchen, where there were definite signs of a struggle. A cigar lies discarded on the floor, half smashed.
Decadent.
And the body is still there. The door is still there.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna slide that over real quick, like, and try the door.
Again, there's just more door behind it.
Can I bite the door?
Yes.
That's an 18 to hit the door.
Uh-huh.
And +1, that's 13 damage to the door
Okay.
as I bite it.
Yep. You will actually take a bite out of it, and then you will kind of see it almost regrow.
Gross.
Rinkies!
Broken things.
Okay, so as you guys, as the rest of you step in to the kitchen, you will hear a click, and the wall behind you seals shut.
I hate it.
Anyone that was out of the room or wants to be out of the kitchen is. Everyone that's in. There's going to be flames shooting in firing streaks of flame into the room, increasing the heat to unbearable
That's a fire
levels.
hazard.
The stove will open and kind of almost grin, laughing as fire kind of lights it up like a mouth almost. And I need you to succeed a con save for me as the heat becomes almost unbearable in this kitchen.
I am so cursed right now. Oh, Choli. Everybody.
Oh,
Everybody.
can I use my inspiration to roll again?
Yes, because everyone that failed below a 13 is going to take 17 fire damage from the heat in this kitchen as you guys are slowly cooking to death. And this does not subside, so you wager the longer you are in here, the hotter you're going to get.
How much damage?
17.
So seeing that, so there doesn't appear to be a way out.
The door sealed behind you, like the wall
Awesome.
almost slid shut.
I'm going to chuck a chaos bolt into the mouth of that godforsaken stove.
Okay, what does this do?
I hurl an undulating, warbling mass of chaotic energy.
Okay.
We're gonna have to find out what it does. Because I gotta roll 2d8. I rolled an 8 and a 2. I'm gonna do cold damage.
Okay.
So it's gonna do 16 cold damage.
Yeah, you are actually going to see a lot of the flames subside, almost
Also-
dampened, stamped out. It is still quite warm in here, though.
Uno memento, because that does proc the wild magic surge.
Okay.
Oh, cool. For the next minute, all my spells with a casting time of 1 action have a casting time of a bonus action.
Oh, cool. Nice. Is anyone outside of the kitchen? Heather, please roll a perception check for me.
Not me. I don't get to.
Oh, are you outside as well?
Yeah, I raised my hand too. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I didn't see that. I only saw Heather do it. Yeah, roll a perception check.
I was actually had an idea of where I wanted to go, but I don't know if it's gonna be any better.
What's your idea?
I'll roll this first.
Okay.
I remembered that there was a moose head, and if there was anything in the house that was gonna talk, it might be the moose head.
Okay.
But I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
I got a
head
15
into
for
the
the
trophy
perception.
room, but
I'll go with that first.
let's see, corn dog, you got a 7. So, Sir Arthak, as this door kind of slides, or the wall kind of slides shut, you actually don't hear anything. It's as if sound is cut off, so you don't hear anyone in the kitchen. You have no idea what's going on in there, and for just a split second, it's silent. And you can almost hear the thump of a heartbeat coming from below.
Inside the wall? Okay, from below.
No, Edgar Allan Poe lives here.
Is there, I guess, so I was going to head off towards the thing. Hearing that, seeing the wall shut, is there anything on our side that we could see to, like, open up that wall for them, to, like, get them back out?
Mm-mm.
Was there any other exit from that kitchen from when we were in there?
There was a pantry, you remember.
No, like, cellar access in there? Okay, I don't know. I was gonna...
It could be assumed that perhaps the pantry goes down into some sort of cellar.
Okay. In that case, Sir Arthur will just kind of yell out, we need to get to the basement. If you can find a way through the pantry, give it a try. And then kind of turn to Heather and just say, I think we need to get downstairs. I think there might be some stairs over here that will lead that way. I think the house is alive.
You still have that mental link, or did you have that?
Mental link. I should have just used the mental link. He'll use the
We'll
mental
say
link.
that you did, yeah. Okay, so you guys hear that in the mental link.
Yeah, can I just get a recap of it though, really quick?
We need to go downstairs. The house is alive. Try the pantry. There might be cellar access.
Okay. Swish in the kitchen will just start screaming, "The house is alive! The house is alive!"
Okay. Okay. Can everyone roll a new check for me, a con save for me in the kitchen, as it is still quite warm in there. Though the flames have stopped roaring to life, it will not get warmer.
16.
Oh, thank God. 21.
Wow.
Ah! 13 fire damage, please, for anyone that got below a 13.
It hurts. It hurts so much.
It hurts? Are you all
Is
right?
it half for someone not?
No,
I'm
you are able to withstand the heat. It's like you're just drenched in sweat, just sitting there like, I'm fine.
So the walls sealed off. I watched as Prakta's kind of intervention with the stove made the flames go down a bit, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's no longer getting hotter. It is still very hot in here, but at least it's not getting worse.
It's a dry heat.
Yeah, it's a dry heat.
It's a burning heat.
Hunka burning love. Swish is gonna try and move to the wall where we got closed in.
Mm-hmm.
And try to like figure out a way to get out. Like, is there a brick that looks loose or anything that she can?
If you're going to the pantry,
Oh, gotcha. Yes.
like Purple said, you can open
Yeah.
that door, and you will
Gotcha.
see a trap door at the bottom that seems to lead down into a kind of cellar.
Okay. She will motion to Agnes and Prakta. I'm like trying to think. Send it off to the station. Send it off to the station. And is gonna open up that trap door and just jump in.
Okay.
What does that even mean?
Heather and Arthak, are you also trying to find the entrance to the cellar?
We are, and I'm going to just look at Arthak and be like, "Sir, if you wouldn't mind hopping on my broom with me, it
You
seemed
think it
to
can fit
turn
me?
off." Yes, I don't weigh very much.
Okay.
We'll be okay.
I'm like 300 pounds as a Goliath.
Okay, I'm a tiny elf, so it's
Okay.
fine. From underground.
Arthak is going to get on that broom and it's gonna like...
Oh yeah,
it's gonna
we are
slam you at the
not
bottom of the
going
floor.
50 feet anymore.
Yeah, you
We're
are
going 30.
We're gonna start. We're actually gonna be cleaning because the bottom of the broom is sweeping up everything behind us.
I just
Yes.
don't want it touching the floor because I don't want us to activate
Right.
its trap card again.
Yeah.
Right.
It's trap card where it's the whole damn house.
Oh, God.
Okay. If everyone is going down into the cellar, following Swish, or Heather and Arthak finding the cellar entrance that is outside of the kitchen, because there are a few, you guys can all descend down into the basement, where there's almost like a main landing that the multiple flights of stairs converge to. Where descending into this cellar beneath the manor, blood seems to stain tattered wooden stairs, while upturned barrels, crates, shelves, and sacks litter the corners of the dusty space beyond. As your feet meet the cold, twisting floor of this cellar, you can see a flash of eldritch energies as the wall beyond shifts, forming a collection of black, domed eyes atop a cavernous maw. You ready yourselves as a creature drags itself out of the wall, vicious and hungry. And looking at this creature, it appears almost like a giant, wet, beating heart. Tendrils still linked back into the brick. Please roll initiative.
Icky.
And I will just... There we go. I'll just do that as the placeholder. And...
Hell nah. That's crap.
I just have the worst initiative rolls today.
Okay. I'm going to assume your initiative order is your marching order. So.
Have we met back up?
Yeah,
with
you
everyone?
guys are all linked back up in the
Okay.
cellar.
That makes a big difference.
And Heather, you are actually in the front on your broom, and tentacles are going to extend out of this heart.
I thought Turk was ahead of me in initiative.
I'm seeing you as first.
Oop. Just kidding.
It was,
Psych.
I think,
Trying to throw me under the bus here? Into the mimic's mouth?
No, Procta has 18.
yeah, I was supposed to, but the thing didn't let me.
Oh, do you want me to? Here, I can edit it if that's what you got.
Yeah, hold up. I gotta turn this music down. It's blowing my earballs. It's good though.
Okay,
Cool.
Procta, you are up first then.
Awesome. I'd like to disengage and back off because I hurt a lot. My bones ache.
Okay.
However, am I still under the influence of my wild magic?
Are you?
It says for a minute.
Okay, then well, yeah, you
Can I
guys
get
went down there
one-
pretty
one
fast.
out of it?
Yeah, get
One?
one out of it. Go ahead.
Cool. I let's slash at it with a make an intelligence save, please, or don't make it. I should say.
Okay. A 12 plus 4, I got 16.
Sure, you take 2 psychic damage.
So scared. Look at me. Quaking.
Fucking
in my
rolled absolute garbage, but let's see, did I proc wild magic? Nope, we're
stylish yet
good.
affordable boots. Okay. Ooh,
That's my
damage.
turn.
All right. It is now my turn. And my tentacles are going to lash out, but you disengaged and then re-engaged?
I stepped back. I'm not standing up front today.
Okay,
It's a ranged attack.
I have 7 HP.
He's reaching out to Heather and Swish, who are right up at the front because they're next in initiative, and that's what I'm using.
Okay. I was going to be on the broom with Heather. Is that?
Okay, yeah. I'm just trying to use initiative as like your marching order. But yeah,
Do what you want.
we can do Heather, Swish, and you because I have 3 attacks. So
Cool.
thank you for volunteering.
Can I? Yes, sir. Can I have another?
So plus 6, so 16 plus 6 for the first hit against Heather.
Yeah.
Okay. And then a 7 plus 6 for the hit against Swish.
No.
And then 6 plus 6 for the hit against Arthak. So I'm gonna
Can I
assume
let
that
it hit?
Yes.
Okay, it hits.
I don't like that. Okay. So Heather, you are going to take 9 bludgeoning damage and are grappled. The escape DC is 14. Arthak, same for you. 9 bludgeoning damage and grappled. Escape DC 14.
Cool. I am going to use a reaction to reduce that damage with my Stone's Endurance. And I rolled a 9 on the D12, so I take 0 damage. It, however, takes 10 cold damage as Armor of Agathis does thorns.
Ooh.
Nice.
Okay. All right. Heather, you are up.
Okay. Oh, everything's so loud.
Sorry, do you need to turn it down?
I've been turning it down, and then it keeps going like right back up. So I don't know what I'm doing.
Under global volume controls?
Ah, it happened again.
Yeah, that just turned up for me for the first time.
That turned it up for me too.
So maybe I was playing with the currently playing for you, Luca, because that's what I was turning it down with. And when you
try.
adjusted it up,
Yeah.
it was just like, and I was like,
Try the global controls.
my brain was not ready.
You got Sarah.
So I'm grappled by this, correct?
Yes. Escape
All right.
DC is 14.
Fuck these creepy tentacles. I'm bringing one of my creepy tentacles to the party. And it's just going to come right up from underneath it and whack it.
Okay. Whack it.
Whack it. Hold, please. Did it do it? Ooh, does a 15 hit the tentacle?
It does not.
Damn it! Okay. Well, that was my bonus action. As my action, can I Eldritch Blast this son of a bitch?
Yeah.
Neat!
Do it.
That's what I will attempt to do.
Okay.
A 21
That will hit.
for 6 whole damage.
Whoop. Okay.
Force damage. Kablam. But now there's one tentacle that is a mix of green and white. Looking very well branded. Yes.
Okay.
And then for my move, I will kick and flail and be like, put me down!
Okay. All right. Swish.
Yeah, Swish is going to run up to, like, there's a bunch of tentacles, but you said there was like a center mass, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to dart behind it, trying to get around it. And then she's going to attack with one of her psionic blades. Or psychic blades, rather.
Okay.
So, 13 to hit.
That will not hit.
Okay. Let me see. I have a feature. Let me see if it'll work here. No, it's just ability checks. Okay, then I'm going to bonus action try to hide. Like trying to swing at this, unable to do so, is going to dart further into the room, trying to hide from this thing. Do you want me to just roll stealth to do so?
Yep.
Okay. That's a 24.
Yeah, you are able to tuck away into the corner, the shadows behind like a pile of bricks or something.
Okay, awesome. And over the kinetic link, you'll just hear, "She's fine."
All right, Wanderlust.
All right, going to move up closer to the creature, just within range, and then similar explosion of triangle. So I'm gonna need a dex save from it.
Dex save.
Because
Ooh, a 16.
All right, that's gonna do it. So no arms, the astral self damage, but I am going. Those arms are going to extend out. I can be 10 feet away from this and still hit it. So one of those is gonna kind of like be kind of gripping at his stomach as he's kind of probably suffering from severe heat stroke. But the arms will continue punching out in front of him. So let's get that on the board. It's going to be a 12 to hit. Oh no, probably not going to.
That will
13
not
didn't
hit.
do it.
Yeah.
There's 25.
That will hit.
Perfect. That's going to be 9 force damage.
9 force damage. Okay.
And then I'm going to use the rest of my movement just to back up a little bit because I wasn't in its 5 feet. I was 10 feet away. I don't know if that procs opportunity, but.
No. It is currently dealing with stuff, so.
Perfect. Heather stuff.
Arthak. Sir Arthak.
Yeah, we're still a bit different side. As this tentacle kind of hit him and wrapped around him, his face kind of has been mostly civil for this point, for most emotions, worried at some point, but a new one takes his face as he gets hit by this attack. Not taking any damage, taking pride damage, and he's going to look angry, and he's going to say, "Dare strike a knight of her queen of air and darkness?" And he is going to rage and pull out his sword and attack at that tentacle, the one that's grabbing Heather, hoping to maybe sever it and clear her off. So he's gonna make a great sword attack at it, and we'll see what happens. Does a 16 hit?
It does not.
That's all he's got.
Damn it.
One attack action.
Ah.
But he's raging, so.
It was a cool moment, though. Okay, Agnes. Oops. Agnes.
Okay, all right. I think I'm about tired of this bullshit. And Agnes pulls up her hand and is casting a 3rd level moonbeam spell. It needs to make a Constitution save at disadvantage because it is a shapeshifter.
At disadvantage. Damn it!
You still have a reroll.
I rolled 2 natural 20s.
Okay.
You could use the reroll.
I will never be here again.
Okay.
One in
it's-
400
This is
chance.
it,
You
you
roll
guys.
enough advantage dice, you'll hit it.
This is it.
It will still take half of the damage, I believe.
Okay.
3d10. Oh, nope, I did that wrong. Roll. 3d10. So half of 23 damage.
Okay.
It's 11.
Thank you.
And here's the amazing thing. On each of your turns after you cast a spell, so pretty much from now on, I can use an action to move the beam to basically hit it again. And guess who has an extra action?
You do?
I do. So let me go ahead and have you make that disadvantage Constitution check again.
Oh, hell yeah.
A 2.
All right. So that will be 11 damage. However, a shape changer makes us at a disadvantage. If it fails, it also instantly reverts to its original form and cannot assume a different form until it leaves the spell's light.
Is that gonna make the
So
heart go away?
let's see your face.
Does that turn it back into the house?
That might not be good for us.
We're fighting the big heart. So
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it-
that
so
might be
the heart actually does have its own specific stat block.
does it have the shape changer tree?
It does not.
Oh, okay. So am I not attacking the heart then?
You are, you are attacking the heart. However, if you're just casting around this moonbeam in this house, let's think about this for a second.
orbital strike through the ceiling.
We could have
Yeah,
just walked out the front door with this.
I feel like I am going to need everyone to roll dex as the entire building around you shudders. And there's this horrible screeching because you have cast Moonbeam in a giant mimic.
Is it a dex save?
Yeah, I want to just see how fast you guys are able to get the fuck out of the cellar. As the entire mimic house starts to like tear apart as you basically cast this inside of it.
Not super great.
I didn't think
Yeah,
about that.
I'm adding knack. I have a special ability that when I roll with things I'm proficient in, which I am in dex saving throws, I can add a D something, but I gotta find
I'm
it.
so here for
Is it your
this.
side-eye thing?
See. Where is it? Roll once yeah, so I roll a D8. What is it? God damn it.
Okay.
Didn't think about this.
All good, all good. I think it's
It's
sick.
awesome. I love it.
I think
No, it's
sick.
awesome. No, this is great. Yeah, so, everyone rolling dex for me? Will you call them out for me?
I got a 7.
I got a 17.
Agnes,
All
Go for
right.
it.
Agnes got an 18.
I'm
I
gonna
got a
give
14.
you 4 rounds to get out of this thing.
Okay.
You need 3 successes.
I need to know, does a 14 succeed?
No.
Okay, then I don't expend that die, which is sick.
Okay.
Well, this isn't going to be great because I only have a +1 to this roll, so this is going to suck ass.
I have a
We will
problem.
set the DC at 15. So roll 4 dex saves to get the fuck out of Dodge.
So 3 more or 4 more?
3 more, sorry.
Did the
Yeah,
tentacle
sure.
release me, or am I still?
Yeah.
Yeah, tentacle releases you guys.
Okay. Cool.
Can I drink a potion?
It would take up one of your turns.
I'm not gonna drink a potion.
Could I fly on my broom
I don't want any death sticks.
up the hole that was just created in this house?
Yeah.
From this
Do I get to tag along on that?
You are on the broom.
We gotta lose the weight. We can't pull up.
Drop me!
I mean,
I'll do it. It's a sweet moment.
yeah, I mean, Cornok, could you roll the checks for me just because I want to see how close it gets with that extra weight on?
All 3 of them?
Yeah.
you
Please let
roll
me
a little
know
bit better?
who managed 3
Oh
successes
my
out of the
God.
4.
Why did so many roll?
How many times
Just-
did you click it?
I only clicked it the 3 times, and I
Is
rolled
it
like
just
I
still
got it.
going?
More dice, more dice.
Should
They're
I
very
roll as
pretty
well
dice.
independent?
Why not? Go
I
for it.
rolled real bad. I rolled 2 3s and a 2. So that's
I have
5
3
5
6s.
4.
Got a
I have-
12. What was the DC?
This is what I get for
15.
trying to help
15.
people.
I failed all.
I have
got,
3 successes.
I got 2 successes, and one of them was a crit.
What's the
But
DC?
level 5.
15.
Dang it.
Because I was gonna
I
cast, or I wasn't gonna drink, but I was gonna cast Bless on everyone before we ran. But
I had 2 successes, 2 failures.
Same, 2 and 2.
All
1
right,
and
guys.
3.
I have 3 successes.
Wanderlust. Your feet just moving with a blurring speed of light, managed to get up and out of the cellar. And you look behind you as the entire house like shudders and then almost collapses in on itself like a collapsing black hole, winking out into nothing. No sign of your friends. As the
Just-
giant mimic house is destroyed from within, and you are the only one to make it out.
Monty, no.
I just I'm gonna look at it for a second and look at the empty hole and then go over and pet the elephant. Give him a pat. It's okay. We'll find him. Maybe that's what I'm supposed to do.
Okay, you did this.
Uh-huh. I did this.
Oh, could I also like have 3 little guys kind of holding on to the back of my?
He had
Toga.
a whistle, Luca. I bought a whistle specifically for calling him.
Could I have my quasit roll the 4 rolls to fly out? Just to see if my little demon is there with Dirk.
Yeah, let's see if your demon made it out.
What about what?
Could we have like Bean,
Bogus,
Bogus, and
Bunce, and Bean just hanging on one.
Yeah, did
sponge?
Bogus, Bunce, and Bean
Mean.
actually like not get eaten in the house while we were fucking around?
We're
We just-
nonetheless equally mean.
Thank you, Sarah.
1 more. No.
Oh.
Nope, he's down here with me. Good. Good.
That's fine. He can't die.
He can if I die.
Okay.
it's 2 games in a row. I've killed the entire party.
Oh,
Not everybody. One person survived,
Hey,
along with
That's
an
why it's a
elephant.
one-shot.
I mean, hey, this is good. He not only has an elephant that has chainmail on it, he also got a free carriage. A new car!
What price is that?
Wanderlust! You
Yeah.
dust yourself off. Climb atop the carriage led by this elephant. with Bogus, Butts, and Bean both pulling off hats, placing them over their hearts, and then scrambling up onto the carriage behind you. A few of them arguing and shoving each other over the best spot to sit. And
He has a saddle too.
Drive off, leaving an empty field behind you as this house and manor fade from memory, as do those who were lost there. That will conclude this one-shot, this spooky one-shot. This has been Murder at Moonveil Manor, written by Vall, Syrene, and Mogman Dubloon, which, reading that now, are two of the coolest names I've ever read out loud. Thank you all for joining us on this very spooky murder mystery one-shot that is based, I think, very strongly on Monster House. Yeah, players, would you like to go around and say goodbye? Starting with Ekash?
Yeah, I guess that's me. Everyone, Ekash York here. I was playing Agnes Goody, who I'm really sad to see go. Yeah, that's 2 games in a row I've killed everyone, mostly everyone. If you're interested in seeing more about me, you can find me on Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram at Ekash York. You can also find me around on the Discord server, or I'll try and sneak my way into games occasionally. But I think coming up on Monday, we return to my first kill as we go back to Madness Calls It Forth, where we get to see the aftermath of Father John's actions. So that should be about as much fun as this was. So with that, though, I will go ahead and pass it on to the next person.
Hello, I am Purple Phil. I played Sir Arthak Icesworn, the barbarian warlock servant of the Queen of Air and Darkness. Yeah, and it was a good time. I had a lot of fun. Sad to see him go, but great ending. Loved it. And where will you see me next? Next up, I will be on Stargate Basilisk on not this Friday, but next Friday, part of the Bad Team Best Team. So excited for that. It's gonna be real good. So tune into that. And then other than that, I think I am in the next Harpers as well in 2 weeks. But yeah, that's about where you can catch me. That I'll pass it on over and down to Turk.
Hey everyone, I am Turk, or Turk Excited on Twitch and Twitter, and tonight I was playing Wanderlust, the reborn Way of the Astral monk. And I lived, which is neat, because I already died. I guess everyone else has to experience that now. Anyway, for more of me, which, hopefully you want more of, you can catch me this Thursday. We'll be DMing a Call of Cthulhu one-shot, The Haunting, with a bunch of awesome players. We have Sirhek, DMF Sane, Archival, Dust Bunny, and Robotic Gentleman. It's going to be a real good time. And then on Sunday, I'll be over on Nat 20 with the third and final Haunting there. It should be a lot of fun. And next week, we'll be back in Thylea wearing a lot of similar clothes and a lot of similar backgrounds like this with Oathsworn. Should be a lot of fun. Going to be prophecies and visions and a whole bunch of plot points. So definitely a good time to jump in if you haven't yet. We'll, of course, be Dark Echoes on the 23rd. A very special murder mystery on the 24th. I'll be right back here. on the 26th with some Harpers, and then on the 27th will be the second episode of the Hubris of Man, our aliens campaign run by Meg Mysteria, who is it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of banter, a lot of shooting aliens, a lot of stress. So definitely keep it locked here for all the TPK goodness. And I'm gonna throw it over to Sarah.
Hi, I'm Sarah Franco. I played the Kenku rogue, and as she would say, it felt good, and then I felt bad for some reason. If you like my face and the words I say sometimes, you can find me on Twitch and Twitter at @OSarahXFranco. I'm in a variety of TTRPG content, both here on TPK Roleplay and over at Nat20. You can find me most recently in some stuff that's already been mentioned. I'll be in the final closing part of the Haunt trilogy over at Nat20 this Sunday, which was a lot of fun. So come check it out. It's been great. It's very spooky, scary skeletons. And then you can find me on the 20th there as well in Against the Tides, where I play Kelby Sparkspinner, a very determined and friendly gnome druid bard. It's a good time, so come check it out. And then on the 22nd, Bad Squad, Best Squad is Stargate Basilisk kicks off. And on the 23rd, we have Dark Echoes in the morning. And shortly after, we have Murder and Coffee, a GM talk show where I will be joined by my incredible co-host, Luca Locke, where we're going to talk about narrative threads, which is going to be really cool. So come check that out. After that, you can find me in the next spooky one-shot Harpers vibe. I've got some one-shots in November where I will be GMing. So come check those out as well. And just a huge shout out to my fellow players. You guys are amazing. This was a lot of fun. You said some dope shit, so I could say some dope shit. And Luca, thank you so much for a wonderful session. Passing it over to my BFF.
Oh, I thought you were ending me. Hey, I was Tony, playing Procta, the wild magic sorcerer. I thought I was going to get a couple more surges off just for absolute destruction, shits and grins. What I have, as Turk mentioned, the Odyssey of the Dragon Lords is Tuesday the 19th. Following that is a Sir Heck running a game. It is much like Over the Garden Wall, where I will be playing a toy, which you'll find out all about that. And then on the 23rd is the Dark Echoes, and I believe it is the 24th is the next Murder Mystery, where I'll be playing a very pompous butler. And I think that's it for me this month. Because I am stupid busy with school now. It's great, and I hate everything. So I will push it over to the corn dog McGraw.
That's me. Hello, everyone. I'm so excited that I died. Like, I haven't died a lot yet, so for me, that was a treat. I love October. You can catch me on the 21st, 9 whole days off, where I will be here for Queen's Gambit, pending like the end of the world. And then you'll catch me that next Sunday on the 24th for a Blood and Grit, nice and early in the morning. Set your alarm clocks, come hang out. We're doing weird shit. And I play a barrel-chested man with a good heart. So, it's just a good time. And then I will be back here later that evening for the Murder Mystery! I hope I did it. Actually, I don't. I'm a really bad liar. So please don't do that to me, Luca.
It is a random roll, much like last time.
Oh, no.
So no
don't
one
like my
knows
odds.
whether or not they're the killer until we begin.
I hate that.
So, hi, I am Luke Locke. I do TTRPG stuff. I also do graphic design and make overlays and cool things like that. I have the next 5 days off. Then I'm back for City of Mist. on the 18th, and then I have 4 days off. And then I am back for 6 sessions in 4 days. The 23rd through the 26th. So just make sure to catch me then. I'm in all the things. And it'll be lots and lots and lots of fun. Including the return of Murder on the Eberron Express, but the sequel, Murder on the Prime Water Pleasure. We're going on a boat. So, make sure
Just
to...
like Speed 2, gotta go on the boat.
Yeah, basically, it's like Death on the Nile, you know? You go murder on the whatever, and then Death on the Nile. It's a whole thing. And then there were none. Make sure to check out the schedule, where you will see me here so much, all the time. But that is it for us. Special shout out to all of my wonderful players for showing up the most extra tonight. It was very, very, very good. And we will see you all later. Good
Oh,
night,
praise Thick and Nugget.
everyone.
Bean?